Tube's been messing around in the background.
Good morning. I'm Jodi.
I'm Tracie.
We're the grocery girls.
We are sisters. We live in Canada and Alberta, and we like yarn.
We talk mostly about fiber.
You do.
And a little about...
We get very off topic. There's a lot of squirrel moments.
Other stuff.
Yeah. Good morning to our friends. Hello, hello.
I'm going to have a ponytail by the time I get to the summer.
Is that the goal?
I don't know. It's just, I'm liking the long.
Good. It's very cute.
Yeah.
Good morning from rainy Michigan.
You guys, we've had the best 2-week weather. I can't even tell you how much snow has melted.
It has been amazing. Good morning from Edmonton, Gabrielle.
Good morning.
Hello, neighbor. I just said to Jodi, this just feels sudden.
Like I ran in the door and we pressed start.
Oh, anyway, what time is it? 9:32.
Well,
We're kind of on time. I think that's right on time.
I had 5 extra minutes,
and then
which I should have left.
And then they disappear.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I needed to make my iced coffee. Do you want to know what
this
I do?
This has been 2 weeks.
2 weeks Thursday.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to know how I make my iced coffee?
I really do. I was wondering this morning, how does Jodi make her iced coffee?
Let me tell you.
Okay. Settle in.
I use a Keurig coffee machine.
Okie doke.
The newer one has, you can do a 2-ounce shot.
Okay.
So I do a 2-ounce shot 3 times with a pod.
One pod, same pod the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then milk, vanilla silk milk, and ice.
How much milk? Just a dash, like you were putting cream in your coffee?
Like
half a cup?
Yeah, or more. A little more. And then, yeah.
Sounds delicious. I love iced coffee. I'm still in the hot coffee season.
No, I've been on iced coffee
all winter.
Yeah. For some reason.
I
like a hot coffee.
Yeah, I like them both. And when this goes cold, that's a fine too. If it for some reason was cold, I would drink it.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, Texas. Good morning,
Texas
Missy.
and Utah in the house.
Tell us where you are, you guys. Say hello and tell us where you're from. We'd love to know where you're knitting from or crocheting from. We would.
Yeah, we really do love that, you guys. Good morning, Amanda. Amanda, my sparkly friend, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. I'm 99% sure
Amanda
it's your
Kafka,
birthday.
Happy birthday.
And if I'm wrong, I don't know. But for
happy birthday from the Chili's crew.
Oh, Saturday?
Wish it was her birthday.
Like last Saturday? Now I've missed it. What the hell?
God, we're the worst friends.
I thought it was the day after Amber.
Is it March 1st? Must be March 1st.
Oh
Good morning from Venice.
Well, sorry.
Portugal.
No, this coming Saturday. Okay, so
we haven't missed it.
Let's put it in the calendar.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm so happy to be the first to wish you happy birthday.
Oh, it's the same. The 8th, it's the same as Noah's birthday. International Women's Day. Also, happy Shrove Tuesday for all who
eat pancakes. It is.
We are not church-going folk, but
we grew up. It was Pancake Tuesday, yep. But I know it's a lot more. It's Mardi Gras.
All of that.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
We are absolutely having pancakes for dinner tonight.
And you know what pancakes I make? Blintz.
I love it.
It's a pancake recipe, and you can use your box recipe, but add a cup of sour cream.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
I use a real recipe.
Not all the... No. If you want to be... Add half...
Because it's a lot of sour cream. Like, it's...
I just do a big heaping tablespoon of sour cream and a cup of cottage cheese.
I love them so much. My family, nobody else in my family likes them, so I make a batch just for me. But maybe I can just do that.
Yes, so good.
All right. Anyway, I'm excited. Hello, good morning, Netherlands. Good afternoon.
Hello, Napa, California.
Ooh, that sounds
Denmark.
Really nice. Naples, Florida. What?
Trenton, Ontario. Good morning, Colleen. So I hope everyone's got their knitting and making.
Yeah.
It feels weird. You can't tell me it's not Thursday.
It feels completely off.
Yes.
I don't know why,
also,
but I feel completely off right now.
Your Aussie friends are dedicated. It's
3:30 in the morning. Don't tell anyone, but you're our favorite.
Good morning, Anne. Star,
hello,
good morning.
Star.
Oh,
Rainy, Oregon. So that must be like the tail end of winter or the start of spring in Oregon, or does it just rain for like months and months over the winter?
It's Wednesday in Perth.
Oh, wow.
This week feels off because we started our full week on Sunday. Like it was like a Monday.
Because you started working on Sunday, yeah.
So, which I don't mind.
Good morning, Mr. James Watts.
Good morning.
Hello, hello.
Rainy Chicago.
Really? It was super frosty this morning when I woke up. We had that crusty, glittering diamond frost on the roof this morning. But the snow has melted like there's been a blowtorch taken to the streets.
Okay, the Oscars.
Yeah.
I hadn't watched an episode in the last few years that I thought, boy, this is a great.
And you loved it?
I loved it. It was light. There was so much joking. Didn't you feel like recently
I thought it was really good.
They'd been dry.
They're always dry.
Anyway,
yes.
I thought Conan did great.
Yes.
I thought the changes they made, how they introduced each person in the category where they like spoke right to that person.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I agree too. I mean, you're really excited about it, but yes.
I was not going to
I actually thought the cute thing, did you see the one with Ben Stiller did the production something? That was adorable. Yeah, I do think it had more entertainment value.
Did you know Ben Stiller did Severance?
Like produced it?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Yes.
Congratulations! Lisa has a new grandbaby.
It's a good day today.
Is there anything better? I don't think so. Adam Sandler, yes.
It was so funny.
I love him beyond words. And Conan, I just thought I did think it was great. I have less investment because I hardly saw any of the movies.
I saw one.
So I'm looking. Oh, I didn't even see that one.
No, and Wicked.
We saw Wicked, and we actually watched The Great. No. What's the Bob Dylan one called? Something Unknown. It is The Great Unknown. Okay.
I think
is it?
Yeah. Something Unknown. I think it's The Great Unknown.
Anyway, really like that.
Yeah.
Like it was it's not exciting, but it was beautifully done, and that Timothée Chalamet was phenomenal in it. I would love to see
Conclave. I'd like to see it.
I feel like, yeah, sure. No, I don't have to see that one.
I'd like it for
What's the one
story.
with Adrian Brody?
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, the story. It's almost 4 hours, you know.
I know. That's why I haven't kind of watched
it.
But I want to, and...
Complete Unknown. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't think it was The Great Unknown.
The Great Divide.
It was wonderful, though. It was so well done. Like, the acting was amazing. I didn't know anything about Bob Dylan, and I don't know if you ever really do know anything about him at the end of that movie, but it was just kind of a really cool snapshot of watching his journey, that part of it. It was very, very well done. I love a
biopic.
Anything that's like, if they say at the beginning of a movie, based on a true story, or if you know it's about real people, I mean, I'm hooked. Like, yeah, sign me up. I can't wait to watch it. So I do love that. I
also think the conclave, the topic for me, I think it's very interesting.
Sure, and secretive. Like, who really knows,
I think it's going to be, I think you're going to come away from that movie going, wow, that was
and an amazing cast. Yeah, I agree, Jode.
I'm just going to lower this a touch.
I'm in. I'm watching...
What else was there that I really wanted to... The Substance, had you seen it?
No, but I would love to, because I'm so proud of Demi Moore for being our, like... First of all, our contemporary. She's even a little bit older, so a 60-year-old woman
that has revived her amazing career.
She started, and I mean, we always loved her, but you know, we would see her in St. Elmo's Fire, and then like G.I. Jane and Ghost, and we appreciated her in a certain way for many, many, many years. Mm-hmm. But to see her do these things that are like recognized by the industry as being a level of excellence, and I do think. I don't know. I just loved hearing all her acceptance speeches too. I feel like she sounds like a really...
She's so well spoken.
Yeah.
And Conan has a podcast, you guys.
Yeah.
Conan Needs a Friend.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Yes. I've listened to that for a long, long time.
Good.
He also produces many podcasts.
Do you guys... You know, he is one of those guys that people talk so highly that have known him for like decades. I think he's an amazing person, and he is funny. Anyone whose humor... relates to them like self-deprecating is I think so funny.
And I used to watch him when he had his late night show, and I've listened to his podcast. And
yeah.
So he's like funny and quirky and weird, but I do also love hearing his story, like his personal real life stories. And I love getting a glimpse into what people really are. But yes, Conan's a legend.
Also, this week, you guys, I listened to, and we've talked about it before, but Smartless.
Yeah.
I will watch anything or listen to anything. I'll listen to them narrate.
A colonoscopy?
There you go. But
I think they would be into that.
Recently,
Sean's a big medical fan.
God. Recently, they had Tig Notaro
I
on.
love her.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
I love hearing about people's stories and how they started and the kind of their journey. Anyway, she's also like deadpan, like no smile, no laugh kind of humor.
Yeah.
She's quite funny.
Jodi, I love it.
Okay.
I'm on the same page, all over the place there.
So, so this like week and a half flew by.
So the reason we are here on Tuesday is because we're going on a trip this week.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So today is podcast in the morning, work in the afternoon, and then tomorrow it's get your stuff organized. And Thursday we're on a plane to Kansas City for a big football game, I heard.
Isn't it the Super Bowl?
I think we're going to the Super Bowl.
We're in Taylor Swift's booth, in Travis Kelce's booth, right?
I heard something about that.
I'm not going to be happy if we're not going to be at the...
That's anyway. So funny, you guys. We are going to Unwind. We're going to the Unwind Retreat, the first ever Unwind Retreat. So it is being put on by the Unwind Fiber, their yarn shop. And there are teachers and classes and a marketplace, and there's going to be a place where you can hang out and social knit, and that's where you'll find us.
Yada, 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 yada.
Da, 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 da. And like beautiful dinners and the location, the venue. I'm very excited to see the venue. It's a
boutique hotel.
Yeah, that's also an art gallery. Like it's full of all of this beautiful stuff. So anyway, anytime we get a chance to go hang out with, to leave home and go hang out with makers in these kinds of environments.
That's my favorite. Like just sit and talk and just be with other makers is the best.
We love this opportunity. We're very excited, and go team.
Touchdown. Basket. Hoops.
Oh my gosh. Do they have a hockey team anywhere around there? I wonder what the closest hockey team would be. Anyway, that would be more my game, but I feel like it's an all knitting weekend. We get to see some friends and meet some new people. It's going to be the best.
I want to shout out Amber. Our friend Amber had a birthday yesterday. She's 60.
You do?
Shout out Amber.
All right. Happy birthday, Amber. Yeah, we did. We had our traditional Mexican celebratory lunch on the weekend, which was fantastic. I love it.
Have you guys watched 0 Day on Netflix?
Yes. I love Robert De Niro.
You and I talked about
much.
it. That was a good political thriller.
Yeah.
6 episodes if you're looking for something.
In and out. Like you can binge it on a weekend for sure.
Yes.
You know what we just started watching? Okay, can I just say, first of all, this is a TV moment. I'm a little disappointed in White Lotus. It's a little boring, but I'm very expectantly waiting for something awesome to happen.
It will, because the first episode, we're not going to talk specifically if people haven't started it, but first out of the gate, they changed the theme song. Already, 2 thumbs down. Second, the very first scene was like a scene that happens
so
later,
good.
and it was so suspenseful, and then it goes back to the beginning, which I love that type of beginning.
It's like a snail pace.
Very slow.
With really cringy characters. So anyway, I'm waiting for something exciting to happen.
It'll happen.
But you know what I'm loving, and we've only watched 2 or 3 episodes, is Paradise on Disney Plus.
What's that?
With Sterling K. Brown. Oh, I can't tell you anything about it.
Really?
Other than
that's Shane and I's next show.
Love.
Okay.
Like I would rather just binge it to the end. We're really enjoying it.
Okay, because we watch 0 Day together. We don't watch a lot of shows together because he likes binging and ultimately he doesn't like reality.
Mom, hi.
Good morning, Mom.
Leah says Paradise, awesome. Okay, good. Well, I'm loving it in the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I just feel like the pace
Are all the episodes out?
I have a feeling they are now.
Okay, I'm putting that in my queue.
Really good. And I just love the cast. I think the cast is
Yeah.
excellent, but also, okay, so other people out there that are having bummer feelings about White Lotus, I feel like we have to
I think
trust
we
the
need to
process because I love the first 2 seasons so much.
They're very character driven, and sometimes even with books, it takes a bit to get into it because they're really building the relationships, and you're finding out about all the characters
But those
and their
3
backstories.
women friends, it's so
know.
cringy to watch. Like I don't even.
I know it's slow. I keep telling myself it'll
And
come.
the family, like honestly, I'm just thinking.
I was thinking I'd rather be watching Housewife reruns.
Right, it's slow, man. Anyway.
Okay.
There you go. There's the TV recap. If you had any interest in what we were watching, and I always love a good podcast recommendation, TV show, binge series, whatever you want to put it in the comments below. I would love to hear what you're loving.
Yeah.
Right?
I love that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay,
I got some
time for
you guys, I have some
coffee.
really fun yarn to show. I have a little bit of knitting, not too much because I've been doing a lot of swatching, but we'll talk about it.
I have some knitting.
And first episode with our first sheep talk.
Oh shoot! I was like, what?
No, sheep talk.
Thank goodness it wasn't my responsibility, Jodi. I'm so excited.
It's sheep
I don't
talk.
even know the breed.
No. I started. I'll tell you. It's not going to be something that you haven't heard of. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to start. Okay, I'll talk about it after.
Okay, good. Okay, so hang on. Sheep talk on the way. That's so funny.
Now, if we had an editor, wouldn't it be funny to have a sheep run across the thing?
Right. Or just the good old sound effect.
Oh, yeah, right. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, I love what you're wearing. Can you tell us what it is?
Okay, you guys, so I put it on. It's the Barndance by Caitlin Hunter, and we knit it into a tee. Now, there's
phenomenal.
Quite a few mods to this.
Okay.
Originally, Trace, maybe you could pull it up. Originally, it is...
On your Ravelry page. I would love to pull it up.
No, just the pattern, just so they can see the original one.
Yes, no, I'm just teasing.
So, this is the Barndance, Caitlin Hunter, short sleeved. It's knit with Frankie gray fiber in Cape Cod blue with fingering held with mohair. And then the color work is the Grocery Girls Dreamstate Color Pop that is in our shop, grocerygirlsknit.com.
So it looks very different when you go to the Ravelry page because it's all over color work. But I love how you guys have just chosen to do the yoke.
Not me, Margot Sheehan.
Oh.
She did a tee and it was incredible. Although she did do the band of color work here, I just wanted to have it simple. This happens to be for my size, which is about like a 43. This sweater came out to was 1 skein of Dreamstate. So depending on your size, it's kind of nice to be able to get through a tee with one of those 1 skeins, right?
It
For the
is.
yoke.
And it's hard to know, like when you modify.
Yes.
Because her amounts in the pattern are for the entire sweater.
Exactly. So you're just kind of guessing.
So yeah.
But, and also you
How
can
much did they have left? Do you know?
a little nuggy.
Okay.
So not much. And this measures to a 42. I'm dying. I'm so hot right now, actually. But, so that's...
I can open the window.
No, you're good. So, just for reference, like if you're thinking you want a t-shirt, not a lot was left. Like you will not get the next size up.
Right. Okay. So one ball got up to about the
This
43.
was measured to about just over 42. Just for your FYI.
Okay. Well, it's awesome.
love
and
it.
I can't even, you know how much I love a tea.
Right. And just
Right?
so you guys know, we just got our whole new Spincycle.
That's crazy.
So anyone that was waiting, we have, and don't forget to put comments in the note box at checkout, because I'm happy to pick skeins more pink or more green or more barber poled or however you like. So it was restocked and it's amazing.
They are all amazing.
Opening the box, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
It was
Christmas,
amazing.
almost,
Christmas.
birthday, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I love the way you modified it. I love when a pattern comes out and people do their own twist on it, because all over full body, full sleeve color work is not for everybody, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
but it's really nice to see visually an example of what it would look like without that. So
Actually,
I think this is great.
I don't want to say I didn't knit this. Darlene knit this for me. My friend Darlene.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't taking
I should do a
credit.
podcast with Darlene.
You should. Darlene
Darlene has a lot of FOs.
She does. Darlene has a lot of FOs.
We're going to save a spot for Darlene for one day.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious. Jodi, it's gorgeous. I mean, the color is just perfect on you. I love it as a contrast for the Playful Pop. Playful Pop has lots of different blues and pinks and grays.
Teal.
So
Yeah.
it's not a super, I mean, it's a very, what would you call that for contrast? Like, it's not super high contrast, but it's a beautiful flow of like medium contrast kind of.
Do you know, I had trouble picking because my first instinct was to go kind of like the slatey blue. You're going to lose a lot of this. Like, you have to be careful when you're picking.
Yeah.
For me, I wanted to make sure the contrast was like
So light to medium-ish.
Yeah.
But it's really beautiful.
Thank you. I
yeah,
love it.
no, I love it. And I love how you got so many colors. And of course, in person, it's just even better. But,
like this magenta.
and don't you just love the color work design
Yeah, I love
that
this.
is?
I still, you guys, have that Barndance on my needles. Remember that one?
Yes, yes. Give it to Darlene. Let's see it finished.
Totally.
I'm wearing the Audrey top by Sorry Nordland. It is a fantastic vest slipover style top that's really nicely fitted. She designed it in a yarn for warmer weather, so you can wear it just by itself. I did it in fingering weight held with Mohair, which is also Frankie gray fiber yarns in the color Cobalt. And then I added a little stripes of my two of my favorite colors. There's Mayflower and Lollipop, which is like a coral and sort of a purpley blue, kind of. Purpley.
Yeah.
Not blue, but purpley pink. It's very purple.
It is very purple.
But
because there's purple in the name of the dye even. It's like a fluorescent purple, and it comes out this...
But I always look at it and think of it as it's like a pinky purple, right?
Totally.
Yeah, it's sort of
Like
riding that
magenta,
line.
Yes.
I
Not
love
magenta, but like definitely pink and purple
Total
together.
purple people go for it, but I love it too, and I feel like I don't love a lot of purple, so it's somewhere in the middle. Anyway, I love it. I haven't worn it a lot. It's kind of brand new, so it's kind of the perfect thing for this weather where now it's getting a little bit warmer. We can just put a t-shirt on and this.
And like we talked about last week, like layering.
Yeah.
And not feeling like you're bulky, right? Like
Yeah.
if you need to put on a cardigan or something over this or a shirt
Yes.
or like what it's going to still feel good because it's a light layer.
Totally.
Yeah.
Even though it's wool and mohair. Yes, I totally agree. And without mohair, like it's even more transitional, right? It feels, even though it's wool, it would feel like a t-shirt still.
Somebody's requesting you to stand up.
Oh, okay. Well, I've done that before. It's just a vest, you guys. There's not like there's.
Yeah. It's hard when you're this close.
There's not much to see.
But
It
you guys,
is a
look how the
vest.
fit is. It's fit, so it's originally knit
And I've got
as a
stripes at the
top,
bottom.
as a summer top with nothing underneath it. So the beautiful shaping here under the arms, it's perfect. So you don't even have to wear anything underneath it.
I actually, and now that I'm thinking about it, I did modify. When you look at the picture, Sari's picture, her neckline is quite fitted. Like it's very, I don't know what you
More
would
like
call
this.
that.
And mine is like that.
And I decided I wanted a little bit more room there. Like if I was wearing a shirt underneath, I wanted to have room for a collar or whatever. So in this section, when you're building the front, I added 1 more inch of length than the pattern said to do.
Because you're bringing down the collar.
Before you start the shaping. Yes. So this little area up here where you're knitting straight, no shaping, I added 1 more inch. And then you make sure that the fronts and the back match for length before you join into the round. So my sleeve line might be a little looser than intended in the pattern because I've added that extra bit of length. You will also have to pick up a different number of stitches. She gives you a rate, like pick up 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5
Yeah.
or whatever that is. So do that. But you just know that you're going to have a different number of stitches.
you'll have a few
So
extra
you'll be
stitches.
using a little bit of extra yarn up here, a little bit of extra yarn with your... So just know that that's sort of different. But I would do it again exactly the same way. I loved it. This pattern was my first Sorry Northern pattern to knit from. And it's so clear and so well written. Like, it was a dream to make. Really, truly.
It was a beautiful pattern. And even more beautiful garment that you got to wear.
Totally.
Awesome.
I love it. I love wearing it. I love a vest.
And yes, someone was asking about summer fibers. Cotton, linen, anything you guys would be beautiful in
I
this.
think that Lena yarn that I'll show in a little bit from Sandnes Garn would be awesome for this. And yes.
Any summer fiber.
Yes, to all of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bamboo, linen, cotton if that's what you have.
I mean, I knew I wasn't going to wear it sleeveless in warm weather. So I knit it in fibers that I knew that I would put into my wardrobe and wear. So even a short sleeve t-shirt, I'll wear this more than as...
Do I look ghostly like today?
No. Why do you ask that?
Because don't I look so white? Like see-through?
Well, it's
you look so...
but
like, look
bronzer. Bronzer.
I thought I had done bronzer. Clearly I missed a step.
You know what I did? I just bought the new Jones Road color called Pinky Bronze. I should give you a scoop out of it. I'm never going to use the whole thing. I should give you a scoop out of it. I really like it. Anyway, I love it. I love a vest. I need more vests.
So, sorry, I just saw a couple of comments, and thank you, Amanda, for commenting. Any orders under $800 right now are exempt from the tariffs still.
Yes.
So that hasn't changed. So anybody ordering from our Grocery Girl shop or Frankie Gray Fibers, if your order, I don't know that we've had an order.
If you want to order more than 800, we will split your order into 2 for you.
Yes. But
I think that's the way it works. You should be okay still.
You will be okay with under $800 total.
And let me tell you, we are so grateful for the support of our little online business. And just like all the other small businesses out there, this is terrifying time.
Yeah. This will put under businesses.
This is
left and right.
Very, very scary.
Yeah.
We're just going with what we know now. And that is all we can do. But it is very scary. So we just are so grateful always for your support.
Yeah.
And
we're not here to talk about anything political, but we just wanted to let you know.
This is just a fact of shopping with our shop.
Because it directly affects your shopping. But just so you know, and I don't know, because I didn't know this until recently, if you're under the $800, it's not affected on your order.
Yeah, it's very different than what happens when we receive items in Canada, but nobody else, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But it is a great reminder to continue to shop small, right? We've been a small business our whole life, our family business, and now what we do with Grocery Girls, and it means a lot.
It does mean a lot.
Thank you for shopping small. Thank you for your support, and happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
Happy making.
Okay.
I have knitting. We have a really fun thing that showed up. I have something I was wrong about last time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Me too.
Okay, so you guys, I got, and I'll show you some more in my stash that I got this week, but I did do one sock.
Jodi, yay.
And it came from the yarn jar. Remember I said, you guys, I had more yarn coming?
Oh, it was that new.
It was this new. I just got this last week. So this is from the yarn jar, and she is on Etsy. She's not even on social media, you guys. But remember that color last week or last time I showed?
Yeah.
And
I love the colors of
this
that
is
shop.
a tweed, and this is called November.
It's super fall-ish, isn't it?
Super fall. I had to get 2 balls.
Yeah, Jodi, we know.
No, but like for a men's sock,
Yeah.
right? And whoever wants, who's got the long, if DK, because not everyone knows, if you want any length or you're knitting for a man that usually has a longer foot.
And DK does not go as far as a fingering weight ball.
It does not go as far.
And especially if you're using the yarn for cuffs, heels, and toes.
I had about this much on the end of each ball.
Okay. So that's perfect for you then.
Yeah.
But you're right. If somebody likes a long leg or has big feet or the folded cuff takes tons of yarn, all of that.
But isn't this great?
Jodi, it's fantastic. You know I love tweed.
Tweed. And it's a beautiful base, you guys. Her colors are so beautiful.
I am such a self-striping yarn
You guys, that's
addict. There's something literally in the fiber of my being.
That's me.
That kind of yarn makes me so happy. I have almost no like resistance to it. Like I see it, I know I've got a bunch of it. I see it, I love it. It's got to come home.
I can't tell you how much
It's a very
self-striping I
happy.
yarn.
It's a happy. Even a vanilla sock, which I don't find all that exciting to knit, is way more fun when I think you're striping.
If I'm wrong, I don't want to be right.
We don't want to fix you. You're perfect the way you are.
It's so good.
I love the gold in there and that.
Apparently, he only wants to wear hand knit socks.
I know. We always tell people, be very selective who you give hand knit socks to because they're all going to love them.
And if they're a family member, you can't say no. I mean, I'm happy, especially when we use our circular sock machine to crank the tube. And
I'm really happy when people love
Yeah.
that because it is, we know as makers, when you spend time making something for someone, you're literally thinking of them the whole time, right? Even if it's not super at the front of your mind, you are thinking of how much they're going to love it.
What an asshole they are. No. What a jerk they were.
Right. And it would be like, I'm withholding from you. You're such a jerk that.
I'm not going to finish your toe.
Right. No socks for you. Anyway, I love it. It is an expression of love. I do love giving the socks. And you're right. Now that we have our circular sock machines, it's literally socks for everybody.
And you guys, look at how. So I cut it in right between two. Right in the middle of one of these tan stripes, right? And so I made sure when I attached my ball, I was on the same color stripe. And then I went into the yellow. So like, look.
These are the games we play with ourselves when we
It's
knit
so
with
good.
self-striping. It is so good.
And then this one, I happened to have to cut into a yellow stripe. So then when I picked up, when I started with my yarn to start knitting my rounds, I made sure I started with the yellow. So it's going to be a perfect.
Jodi, it's beautiful.
Just saying.
Lucky guy. I actually have to, that's something I have to do before we leave is crank some socks because my son's birthday is 2 days after we get back.
Yes.
And he's all of a sudden loving the hand knit socks.
Yeah.
I mean, I should just give them to them all the time. It doesn't have to be your birthday.
Yeah. True.
But anyway, it's all good. I do love it.
There's not enough
I love
making
making
hours
it.
in a day. I hope people are still doing the 15 minutes a day.
I know, as if we needed it now more than ever. Good day, Kathy from New Zealand.
Good day.
All the X's and O's. I think it's probably very early there, right?
Maybe 4 a.m, something like that. That is early.
I'm always up and at 'em then. Can you imagine?
No.
Okay.
No.
Right now, I just want to say my knitting today is brought to you by the color magenta.
Oh, it's so. Oh, you committed. Yeah.
No, I chinsed out. I should have another inch of ribbing. I just couldn't. And at the same time, I'm telling myself, stop being such a wuss. It's only another inch. It's only another like 10 rows or whatever. But you know, you just have kind of had it and you feel like it's long enough. I thought it was long enough.
Oh, it's amazing. I love the fold. I don't look at it and think, no, I actually thought you committed.
No, it should be another. And I love it either way.
Okay.
So this was a test knit. Yes.
Love the shaping and the curve of the.
I 100%
hat.
agree. Like you
Yes.
think, oh, ribbed hats or rib hats. That's not true. I feel like the rate of increase up here and the way it's shaped makes that special.
Yeah.
And when you find a good one, you kind of go with it. This is a pattern that's not out yet, but it will be. It is a design by Veera Valimaki. Look at the cool shaping in there. And the fun.
Oh, that's spectacular.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
And so at one point near the end, you're only shaping two sides. Like this side kind of goes more like that. Like these little extras were just on the fronts. Anyway, I loved it. It starts from the top. Very simple. It's fingering weight held with mohair. And the yarn I used was
I'm going to knit this one for Shane. He wears hats all the time.
Jodi, it's a make again for sure. So this is...
Wow.
This is beautiful Veera's hat right here. It's not out yet, you guys, but I don't know when it's coming out, but I bet it's pretty soon. And the yarn I used was Sonder yarn. And this was just wound up. I was just at the point where I was trying different yarns and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to go with this. I broke up a sweater quantity for this. So I'm going to have to use what I've got left for a sweat because I'm obsessed with the color. I think the color's phenomenal. This is her Sunday morning 4-ply in the color Free Spirit and Halo, which is the Mohair, also in Free Spirit. And then when you put them together, that's what you get. I love the depth of color because the base of this is kind of a heathered gray. Like you can see that still when it's the fabric. I love it.
Wow.
I love it. Love it, love it. And what I did at the end, so it was 2x2 rib the whole way. And at the end, I did a round where you switch it around where it's going to be 1x1. Like the last round was 1x1. And then I did an Italian sewn bind off. You can't even tell. Like you can't even tell that
because
you
can't
switched.
do a 2x2.
No. So not as far as I know.
Yeah.
So there's just a round where you...
No, you can't tell. It looks just like a finished edge.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
And so when I did my Italian sewn bind off, I also did not use the mohair. I just used the fingering weight by itself. And to me, that's way easier.
Yeah.
It can get kind of bunchy.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can do it with both strands. I just think it's easier to not do it with both. And you absolutely cannot tell.
Look at the shaping of this.
So good.
With these lines, it's just so architectural.
And it
so
started
beautiful.
from up here. So like as you're knitting, just like a top-down sweater, like you can stop here. Maybe you don't want a folded brim at all. Maybe you're just going to go and and I'm super tempted to do that. Do another one that's just not
It's so
all
beautiful.
folded. Yeah, it was...
Good morning, Shayla.
So much fun. Shayla. It was beautiful. Beautiful to knit. I'll let you know when the pattern's out. Better yet, just follow Veera Valimaki on Instagram and everywhere else, and you will know. I bet you this is out fairly soon.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And I'm not really like, I don't wear a lot of hats. I think everybody needs a ribbed hat.
It's, you guys, if you're gift knitting anyone and wondering about size, go for a ribbed hat.
I think so too.
They fit so beautifully. They hug your head. There's so much ease in a hat that it fits such a range of sizes.
And this was knit on a 3mm needle. So I feel like the fabric on this is very, it's not tight, but it's such a nice gauge for warmth.
Did it feel like it took forever?
Yes, only because it's ribbing. And I feel like ribbing always feels like it takes forever for that long.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it so much and I'm thrilled with the result. So
Oh, I love it. I'm just trying to find a little something that I had brought.
Okay.
Maybe it fell to the bottom of that bag. So I did 2 more sock tubes. Remember I said I would do like when I got them just to see.
Oh, shut up.
This was Freckled Whimsy's February color.
I love it.
Isn't it good?
Yes, I love it.
Now, does that hurt your brain that it's not starting at the exact spot?
I normally would say no. No, I don't think so. Not for me.
You never know.
Not for me. I don't care. And I would never look at my socks and hold them up and go, well, this isn't lined up. No, it does not hurt my brain. Does it hurt yours?
Normally I
Years
do exactly.
ago, you gave me, not heck, but you were like, oh, I could never do that. I could never have them not match.
Well, this one, and I'll talk about the color in a second, but like these are identical.
Right.
That's
a fun
you.
one.
But like, look at that.
But Jodi, I personally do not care. And I've given gift socks that are not perfectly matte. I don't think people care.
Don't you love that colorway? What a fun one for February.
Yes. So do you have any idea what your cut in like color will be? Or do you get a contrast color?
You don't. Maybe.
I see this red as the...
I know, so
Wouldn't that be fun?
So good.
Yeah, Jodi, beautiful.
You guys, I went back to the...
Oh, here's my swatch.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jode.
I went back to the back and grabbed the little nugget of yarn that had... It was from last week, you guys. Do you remember? Or the last time.
Of what?
I'd have to go...
These socks?
No, this. I must have left it on the counter and forgot to put it in the bag. Anyway, do you guys remember that new to me self-striping from 2 weeks ago? It'll be in the show notes. I'd have to go back and look. But this was her sport sock.
Ooh, I love that.
I
think that would be perfect. The perfect weight. Like, sport is going to knit up faster than fingering weight, but it's not as thick as DK. Like, I think that's an amazing...
And I was able to crank it on the sock machine.
Not perfect. I would love it as much as DK.
But when you're talking about your next, I'm going to go back and look because people are going to want to know, isn't this amazing?
Yes. You know what I love? In self-striping yarn, I love it when there's a speckled or something mixed in.
Yeah.
I had someone say recently, oh, I can't stand that. And I actually love it.
Oh,
like where's the variegated one or a
Yes.
speckled one or something like that. And I really love a black speckle. I think that looks phenomenal.
I love
Now I
this.
need to know who this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love. Okay.
Okay.
I will look it up.
Okay. So last week I showed that I had one half star mitten done from 2 years ago. And I was working on the second one. And there's nothing like a knitting podcast to get that fire, get it done for you. So these are backwards, but there you go. We put them together. They're both finished now. And this is a pattern. Okay, you have to try these on when you're done because I had some things that are different. So this is a pattern by Veera Valimaki. I don't know. This guy. And I said last week that there was only one size in this mitten. That's not true. There was a men's size and a women's size.
Okay.
So, but Jode, the left one is the one I did now and finished. And the right one last time we were talking about how the thumb, like your gauge has to be, there's only so many rows on a thumb, so you better be on gauge so you have enough length. And so what I did with this one is I went up. These mittens were done on a 2.5 millimeter needle, and I went up to a 2.75 for just the thumb.
Could I try that, please? Oh, just the thumb.
Just the thumb, like the pickup and the thumb. And there's definitely a difference in how it fits.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like a significant
Length
difference.
as well.
Yeah. So
These are beautiful.
These were, like I said, started 2 years ago. And I used, I don't know what happened to the... Oh, yeah, here it is. I used the Rauma Phenol, which is a sport weight Norwegian wool. It's so tried and true. It comes in 50-gram balls. And this is what I had left over. Significant amount. No yarn chicken. But again, it's totally magenta. And I feel like it goes with my hat.
It totally goes with your hat. What do you mean you feel like?
I know. It totally goes with my hat.
It's amazing.
I'm never getting rid of my coat because...
Look at your... blue and pink, like
I know. I'm obviously in some kind of like
beautiful.
These were a beautiful pattern to knit. I talked about last time. It is written in that way of sometimes like Norwegian designers, they assume that you're that you know a lot, right? That they'll just write little things. And I remember thinking that I've cracked the code for like changing my needle size for these thumbs. Well, when I was looking at the pattern, there was a little thing that went, worked on a larger DPN. Like they don't even tell you what size, but I didn't notice that for the first knit mitten. I just knit it. I looked at the chart and just knit it.
I
didn't even read the instructions. So they do tell you everything. And then it says for the second mitten, just flip everything. They don't give you another chart. They don't tell you where the thumb is. So I mirror photocopied the page in the book and it worked out great. And it was just, then again, you're just knitting up for the chart. So,
that's so interesting.
Super fun. Definitely do a gauge swatch because it would be terrible to do all this work and not have them fit the way you want them. And it's not so bad to do a little gauge swatch.
Even if you're measuring like an inch into where you started. Like, don't get too far before you measure something.
Right. And then we sort of said last time, if this is kind of like this funnel, this cuff is it's a cuff that fits your arm. Like it's meant to keep the cold out, obviously, right?
I love
it. But maybe for some reason that size, that won't work for you. Like maybe you want ribbing, maybe you want something more flexible. Go for it. Just do ribbing with some stripes of your contrast color.
Yeah.
Listen, these were, there's no reason this took 2 years to knit, but ever since I saw them, I really, really wanted a pair. So also fabulous. I think you can get the pattern on Ravelry by itself now, but at the time I could only get it in this book. And of course this book is just full of, look at that. Oh my goodness.
That's stunning.
Like I totally want to knit that. I love knitting this kind of colorwork mitten stuff. Look at the cuff on these.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Increases and decreases.
That's
you
just
guys.
stripes, but with a little bit of a lace in it that does that. And there's a little bit of garter too. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Amazing.
And if you're someone interested in doing mittens like these and it's your first pair, I would say go to Ravelry, get a pattern that's worsted weight maybe or DK.
Yeah.
This is sport weight knit on a small 2.5 millimeter
Even
needle.
bulky.
Even bulky. And I would say this is, of course, an amazing, beautiful designer, but Skeindeer Knits has so many. She had a mitten club. She has so many just colorwork mittens, like Selbu Mitten Club. I would recommend any and all of that. But if you are someone that just wants to go for it with this yarn and a small needle, you should. It's gorgeous. And you'll get it done. And you'll beat me for sure because...
And it's a nice way to start. Like if you always wanted maybe one of those, Lopi sweaters or is it Selbu sweater?
I don't know what they would call it, but like an all over color work.
Yeah. Try this.
Totally.
Because I think it's a smaller project, easier maybe to tackle mentally and not as big of a commitment financially, like yarn for a sweater.
Yes. Oh, okay. 2 balls of this yarn, very inexpensive.
Yeah.
And not only is it a great price point, but it is the yarn that's going to work the best for the job. Like a real woolly, it's meant to be knit in color work. It meshes together. It's warm and woolly. Like they're going to function great. And I would definitely recommend knitting mittens like this in a non-superwash yarn.
Also, a color changing yarn with a very high contrast color B.
So pretty. So pretty. You can
Amazing.
go crazy.
Yeah.
And you can get things like Zauber balls and then use your other yarn as a woolly wool if you want. Mix it up. Ultimately, I loved this yarn and it's a really good price point.
Okay, good.
Really good price.
Love your mittens.
I just want to show this cute little, look at this. Maybe you've got someone that loves to wear a tie. You could knit a colorwork tie.
Oh, that's amazing.
And they do a bow tie too. So there's this tie. Where's the other part? Oh, it's got this weird knitted belt thing. It's like a belt around your neck. I don't know how that's going to work. But look, they have a little bow tie too.
Oh, those are cute.
Anyway.
Cute.
Yeah. This book is great.
This yarn, you guys, is Hinkston Handmade. Hinkston Handmade.
Okay.
And she's got a website. I don't know that she's got this color in stock. I'll tell you what it is, but look what she has. Grandma's Reindeer.
That's fun.
Did you see that one?
I did. That's a lot of work to dye some stripes.
Look at this.
Like that.
This is called Don't Trash My Rainbow.
Oh, that's pretty cute. That's really cute.
This I love.
Yes.
I might order this in sport.
That's pretty fun
got
stuff.
it. It's not dyed to order, I don't think. But yeah, it looks like she's got it in...
Wow.
She's got a few different bases.
Does it say where they're
Oh,
based?
this one they do have, you guys. It's called
That's the one you have.
Love Potion.
Okay, that's really cute.
Love Potion.
Nice samples, too, so you can see everything knit up.
Home, stockist,
About us?
Barter Yarn and Fiber. Oh, they might be close to Tennessee.
Huh.
Let's see. No.
I don't know where they are.
I don't know where they are, but they're going to go to the Midwest Fiber Festival and then the Middle Tennessee Fiber Show March 7th and 8th. That's this weekend, you guys.
You know what's coming up is that Nash Fest.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to go
In
to
like
that.
2 weeks.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. I would love, love, love to go to that
Yeah,
one.
me too.
Okay, I love it, Jode. Do you have more to show?
You have more too.
Didn't I just show mittens? Didn't I just is it my turn again?
Oh yeah, my turn.
Jody, I love that color so much.
So
Look at you cranking all the socks.
So okay. I was talking about I knit another swatch and I want to talk about it. So I knit the top with mohair, sparkle, and fingering. And then the bottom has got just mohair and sparkle. So it's 2 different options. But like I said before last time, I think I want just the mohair. Like I want it kind of like an open.
What are you planning? A vest?
I'm planning a vest.
I love just the mohair and sparkle. I could totally do that.
So this is stone with this mega sparkle.
So pretty.
Right? It's like very soft. And I really, really love it. But then there's this option that gives you like the tiniest bit of sparkle. And I would knit it. What would be your first?
Okay, so I have a vest knit with that yarn.
This?
Yeah.
But not like just mohair and this.
No, it was fingering, mohair, and that.
Right.
And the only difference, you do see the shimmer of the thread of that sequin yarn.
This.
Yes.
Because you can see it's a little bit shiny.
So if you swatch, you'll see that.
Yeah.
But that would be the only difference.
Yeah.
I love the idea of just a sparkle and a fluff together. I think it would be a nice light fabric.
That's what I was thinking. Like over a white blouse for dinner and a black pants or skirt or something.
Yeah.
Or with a white t-shirt and denim shorts, right? Or jeans.
Right. Yes, with anything.
Like you can wear them both.
With anything.
So I was thinking, oh, you guys, how many times have I got to swatch and change my idea before I cast something on?
You swatch until you love it.
Yeah. Well,
right? Like if you still have questions about this.
This is the mega bling, you guys, that comes in a million colors. This happens to be a more tone on tone, but you can get those beautiful rainbow sparkles or like a black with a silver sparkle. I really like, oh, you guys.
I'm doing black and gold.
Amazing.
Because I just think it's just so glammy.
Yeah.
Like a black, it's got a black thread and a gold sequin.
I also have the gray.
I do love that. That's beautiful too. Listen, this you can't go wrong with any of these. I'm very partial to the mega bling with all of those sequins. Like I just think.
Do you guys notice the difference? How the mega
I almost
bling
wore my pink vest today.
is almost sparkle after sparkle, and then this one has much more space between each sparkle.
For people that think they're not sure they're a total sparkle person, I would definitely go with something like this. It's very subtle. The sequins are even smaller, and they are, like Jode said, further apart. So you do get a little bit of a shimmer sparkle, but it's not crazy in your, like you're not a walking disco ball.
The sparkle might be the same size with this. I think it might be the same size.
Maybe,
but much more.
But significantly
have you knit
further
anything
apart.
with this?
Yes.
I've knit.
A
Oh, yeah, right.
vest.
You just said.
Yeah.
I knit my black one that was color
Yes.
black, which was like, is there sparkle? Yes. Right. Like
That's what I mean. It is subtle and beautiful and not super in your face. This, you're a walking disco ball. I'm here for it. I love it.
I love this.
So, but also price point. There's a major price point difference. So all of these things.
There's about half the yardage on this than this.
Yeah.
Because you're getting quadruple the sparkle.
Right. I think they're both completely gorgeous choices.
Look at it. It's just blinking at you. It's like, hi, are you sparkly? Hi.
Twinkle. Hey, Twinkle. Wow. These
So
are
this
all
is where
gorgeous. We're at. Oh. The next thing I cast on has these exact sequins, I think.
Aren't they amazing?
But it's in stripes.
Oh, it's like a taupey gray, this sparkle.
This color's amazing.
Isn't it?
And actually, I'm not sure if that's the one I have, but there's another taupey one. It might have gold.
Yeah.
That's the one I think I have.
So the Crafty Jackalope is our dear friend Amanda, and she has an online shop, thecraftyjackalope.com, where you can hit her bling bar.
Right. The one and only bling bar. You want
that's where I
sparkle,
am.
she's got you covered on many
guys.
levels.
I've become the swatch queen.
She totally hooked us. Just be careful. It's a slippery slope. It's like you're going to start with this, and very soon you'll be like, I need everything in this.
So this was Mega Bling.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And because the sparkle is set at it's like pink, blue, green, yellow. That's not the colors, but like it's this rainbow down the line.
Mm-hmm.
When you're knitting in small circumferences, you're going to get like striping of color.
Oh, that variegation just
to show you.
Is the sequins,
Yes.
not the yarn?
Yes. But when you're doing it on a sweater, obviously we've knit it and it's just beautifully distributed.
Right.
But this was the Mega Bling with one strand of majestic fluff.
Ooh, I love it. Again, totally different fabric. Not really it looks fuzzy, but it's not like a halo like Mohair.
Yeah.
So I love that you're swatching like this because there are major differences.
It's fun to discover what these yarns are going to do. Like, I love layering yarn.
Yeah.
It's so
Same.
fun to layer the yarn, to create these different fabrics. And listen, sparkle all day. We will never get tired. You may get tired. We will never get tired of talking about sparkle.
No. I totally agree. And yeah, that's really cool. I love the colors that are multicolored sequins.
Oh, I found the swatch I was looking for.
Okay, good.
So this swatch that I'm going to show you. Okay, so here we go. So the top, can you hold that? That's going to be the top. This is going to be the bottom. So the top is the swatch with one strand of mohair, this inch at the top. I promise you it's there, you guys.
So it's way more subtle. I can see it a little bit.
It's way more subtle, but like in the movement of the lights, it's there. But then the bottom one is one strand of mohair and the Mega Bling. You can see the top one, it's just twinkling. This is sparkling. A twinkle versus a sparkle.
And I love them both. I think you would love the item. I think you'd love them both.
It's not picking it up as much because there's not as many, but I promise you it's there.
I can see them.
So that was my dilemma. When I swatched them both, I thought, oh, I love them both.
No, I really do love them both. And I think both, any item would be gorgeous, whichever way you choose to go.
I mean, this is where
We've also given the tip that this can be every second round on your sweater. So you can stretch the yardage. You can spread out you don't even really notice a major difference in the garment.
You don't notice, you don't see a garment and go, oh, they skipped every row.
No, and it doesn't show up stripy. Yeah. It's not like that unless you do wide bands of stripes.
We'll know. But your non-knitty friends won't know.
No, you really, and it's a great way to stretch your yardage on this stuff. And I think Amanda gave us that tip, and it's such a good one because.
Just the tip of that sparkle.
Are we going there?
Okay, maybe you can see it on the back better. See?
Yeah.
Anyway, decisions.
And my nails match your yarn.
Oh, look, mine do too. Look at the sparkle. Oh, I love yours. I always get the update. I will always go in after you.
Do you?
Yeah, Vivian, I knew what color you had today.
She's like, oh, this is really subtle. Because I said to her, I always get number 52, which is like a creamy pink or whatever. And I go, but I really love this beige pink sparkle. She goes, oh yeah, it's really subtle. Like if you think a disco ball is subtle.
Yeah, totally.
Vivian's like, okay. Oh yeah, she's incredibly sweet.
Yeah, I love Vivian.
Listen, I love the suggestion, and I'm totally here for the disco ball.
Yeah.
Jodi, I think that's beautiful. And I think as far as like how many swatches is too many, you swatch until you love it. Like until it looks like the perfect thing and you can't wait to cast on. If you have questions, I feel like maybe it's not the perfect thing yet.
These are the rainbow sparkles.
I love that. That would be, Jode, I feel like the way to go.
Rainbow. Really?
Maybe.
So good.
I really love it.
So I have options.
And I also love the warm, like this stone with the gold.
I know. Yes.
But you can get the one with the brown thread and then the
Yes.
gold. Yeah, I would love that too.
So I had to talk to my sparkle dealer.
Good.
And send in an emergency order, which I have. I'm ready to cast on. I
Good.
just have to, and I'm going to knit the Tanis, that beautiful vest, that Tanis Lavally
Oh yeah,
vest we
the
talked about,
academic or whatever it's called.
It's just a matter of final decisions.
Jody, we are on pins and sequins, waiting to see what you choose.
That's so good. Okay.
Just like
Love it.
self-striping yarn, I will never fall out of love with sparkle. No. And it's funny when you go out into the real world and people are like, they see your sparkle whatever for the first time and they're obsessed. Like they're like, oh, that, I love that.
And just even the subtle sparkle, I promise you it's not picking up here, but it is it does not get lost in a garment and it's spectacular.
You cannot go wrong. If you have sparkle questions, you can always message Amanda. She's done everything. And like,
if I could buy stocks in her sparkle, I would. Just saying.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm so here for it. Okay. Remember how I started my ship shape last time?
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you a little ship shape update. It doesn't look like a lot because...
Oh, no. You've got tons of length.
Well, that's what I think. And I've tried it on and I love it. So I've got quite a bit of the body, maybe half of the body before the ribbing. This is a pattern by Heidi Kirrmaier. It is a really cute, I mean, kind of drop shoulder, a little bit. I guess it is. It is with a different thing going on at the
shape
top.
of this. I love the stripes. I love the construction. I love the added ribbing that people are modifying.
Yeah.
The collar to.
I'm not committing. I feel like this neckline is going to be really nice for summer for me. I don't know that I'm going to do anything different.
But you modified the triangles, if you remember last time.
I did modify. Listen, if I had to start this over and I was worried about the neckline, I would go to Heidi's Ravelry group, the Heidi Kirrmaier's Ravelry group, and there is a instructions on how to start from the beginning of the pattern and modify the neckline to be a little bit shorter. And it has to do, you start with these little, stop it, these are so cute. You start your project by making 2 of these triangles and then pick up stitches and cast on in between them. So when you do these a little bit differently, you are able to pick up more stitches on the triangle, cast on a lot less stitches in the middle. And that's basically what I did. So you can have written out instructions. You won't have to guess at all. And I would highly recommend the pattern. This is my second one. But
not only your second ship shape, it's not your first rodeo with Heidi.
Oh no, I really love her designs. Yeah, they're
beautiful.
really amazing patterns to knit from.
Yes.
They're so clear and visually, I guess I'm a really visual person. The way she lays things out for the sizes, and it just really works for me. I really love it. The yarn I'm using is Sandnes Garn Lena, which comes in those balls. I wind them.
Oh yeah. I pull the middle out.
Somebody
Make a
said,
disaster.
well, that's what I do to wind them into balls, but I just don't like having to yank and this thing's bouncing all over and whatever. These colors, this one's called Spicy Orange.
Yeah, it is.
Last year when I bought it, I thought, oh, it's a orange leaning red.
It is.
I think it's really orange.
I think it's really orange, but I see red in it, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, I love that it's called Spicy Orange. It's color 3819 and then 2331 is this kind of beigey.
It's beautiful.
Taupey neutral. I'm keeping all my ball bands because I can never remember at the end of the day how many of these I've used. So that's my strategy.
So smart.
I'll probably lose the pile of ball bands and never know.
Well, that's like me. I thought I was so organized bringing that Hingston yarn band. No, it's on the counter.
Okay. Well, I'm loving it. it's drapey. Like this fabric is lovely. This yarn is a cotton viscose linen blend, and it's kind of like a chainette. Is it chainette? Whatever way they've plied it, this does not feel, I don't like knitting with cotton. I feel that it's very ropey.
It's not chainette, but it's several plies.
Yeah, it is several plies. I don't know what the magic is with this yarn, but let me tell you what
you know what? It's an 8-ply. It's 4 2s twisted together to make 4, and then they're twisted together.
Well, I don't feel like I'm knitting with rope,
beautiful.
and maybe that's the fiber content with the bamboo, and it doesn't feel ropey like an all linen or an all cotton. Cotton, mostly like half, and then some bamboo and maybe 14% linen, something like that.
Beautiful.
Whatever the combination is, I'm really hoping this wears well because I love knitting with it. Like, it's really a pleasure to knit with.
So we can swatch and we can see what it's going to do gauge wise, if it's going to bloom, but really you're not going to know what it wears like until you actually knit a garment.
Right. So
this is beautiful.
Yeah, I should wait and buy more yarn.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I have enough to knit
but listen,
4 things.
This brand Sandnes Garn is such an amazing line of yarn. I can't imagine it's
I
not going to
agree.
be
And
amazing.
there's a lot of people that love this yarn and knit it all the time. And this is kind of a boxy style. I just feel like for summer, it's going to be really airy and nice. And I see my sleeves being a little bit shorter than in the picture. And that'll have a band of the taupey ribbing at the bottom and on the cuffs of the sweater.
Right.
I'm in love with this project. I think I can't wait to finish it.
Well, stripes are so fun, and you're knitting with a bright, fun color. You can't not be happy when you're knitting
And you don't have to think about anything other than making sure you're changing your yarn every 4 rows. I agree, Jode. I'm loving it. It is such a fun thing. I would cast on something else with this yarn like today. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of things that popped up while Tracie was talking about it. I wanted just to show you guys, because not everyone's as familiar with Ravelry. I'm still learning little things and little things that can happen within Ravelry that I didn't know about. But Tracie talked about, go to Heidi Kirrmaier's Ravelry group.
Yeah.
What's that, you say? Well, we're on Ravelry.com, their homepage. And across the top here, you're going to get to community.
You can even do it in where it says in that search bar, Jode.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this search bar here,
Like it usually
it's a drop
defaults
down
to patterns.
It's a drop down menu, and you're going to select groups. And you're going to search Heidi, Heidi.
Do Heidi K, because I think she's in there as like Heidi K Designs.
I'm going to search Heidi K. No.
I think it auto-corrected you.
Heidi K. Is that how you spell Heidi? Heidi?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Well, you can go to groups across the top, like you were
So
saying.
if you hit groups,
Or you can just search the designer
and
herself.
it's going to pull up all the groups that I follow, but then you're going to be able to search groups here and find Heidi Kirrmaier that way.
Yeah.
Also, in groups, if you type in Grocery Girls, you're going to find our Ravelry group. We would love it if you would join. There's lots of threads, which meaning each of these lines is a thread, where if you go in, that's where all
Like a topic.
a topic.
Yeah.
Thread. So
That's where you find our show notes.
That's what I was coming to.
They are being added under the videos now too.
So in here, it has this one a little bit down further, show notes for February episode 224. And Tracie links our video, and BJ.
No, BJ does all of that.
Oh, she links the video.
She's phenomenal.
Tracie copies and pastes, and all the links are here, you guys, to anything we've talked about.
It's such a big job.
So if you're wondering, and I missed it and can't find it,
yeah,
all of those are in there in our Ravelry group, and you're going to be able to find it. And you can comment, and there's such a
ask
community.
questions,
Yes.
meet new people,
Yes.
join a knit along. We've got our sock bash going on, which is every month, a sock knit along.
Yeah.
Right now we have our summer knits, like our anything for warm weather, whether
Yes.
it's knit, crochet, sewed, a bag, a hat,
Yeah.
something without sleeves, a dress,
Bikini.
something you would wear. Bikini, it's in. Anyway, it's really, really fun way to find people to make things with that are sort of interested in the same thing as you.
Yeah.
But yes, Heidi's got most designers. If you go to the designer and click on their name, it comes up their bio, and most of them have a link to their own Ravelry group there, which is also another way. Some people do their test knits through there, all that kind of stuff. Jodi, excellent.
It's just another way to
Excellent tip.
utilize, and I could appreciate not everyone can use Ravelry because of
It's a lot.
vision issue and the way that it,
Yeah.
there was the big conversation. But if you are able to use Ravelry, there's some excellent tools in there to help us as makers.
Okay, something else with this project, my ship shape, I'm hoping to have enough orange left to do a little Sophie scarf. Don't you think that'd be so cute with this?
Yes.
Anyway,
Love that.
planning ahead, who knows if it'll happen.
Love that. Okay, so Tracie and I are going to Venice. I'm not going to talk too much, but I just wanted to highlight this yarn, you guys.
I know, that's why I had to share it too.
Because I don't know that I've used it. It is...
Star said the Rabbit app helps with accessibility issues. Thank you, Star. I had no idea.
Wow, I didn't know that because I don't suffer, but I can appreciate there's a lot of people who
for
just
sure.
can't, and that's so discouraging. So thank you for that information, Star. Okay,
Wow, that's amazing.
my yak. Amazing. This is 100% baby yak. It's a 50-gram skein. This one is worsted weight.
This is the Mayak medium, they call it. So if you're going to look for the yarn, it's Mayak medium. Jodi.
We're swatching, but this is washed and dried.
It's like a blankie.
This
like you
is
want
their
to sleep
natural
with it.
color. Oh, I won't talk about it too much now because it'll be fun to be a surprise. But I just want to tell you guys, if anyone's ever wondering, talk about a little scarf or something around your neck. This is
It would be perfect.
stunning.
Perfect.
Stunning. And I started a little project that we're
love
going to
that
use it
color.
for. This one I wanted to show you guys. This one is called Malva, Malva, and it's just going to be a little scarf. That's it's the pattern's not out, but it's going to be a little part of our class. But I'm having so much fun,
It's
you guys.
phenomenal to knit with.
Look at this color.
Beautiful colors. I know, Jodi. I feel the same.
I'm so excited. Anyway,
I
I just
feel
thought I
the
would share
same.
because once I mean, it was amazing to the feel of it as you're knitting with it. But then you guys, you block it and it's just a vest. I think a little vest, any kind of garment that's right next to your skin, you guys. This is
Many people
spectacular.
knit with it. I did knit a shawl so many years ago. I knit the hipster shawl by Joji Locatelli.
Yes.
In this, and I always think with like a luxury thing, like something like 100% cashmere, and this is 100%
Yeah.
baby yak, that it's gonna pill like crazy because it's such a soft fiber. But I don't know what they do because it doesn't. My shawl is not pilly, and I've never had to take care of it like
Was
that.
it with this?
Yes. Mayak medium.
So the fiber is hand combed from the softest undercoats with no harm to the animals. They have a mission, you guys. We've talked about them before. They're ethically sourced, expertly crafted, naturally beautifully soft. This is amazing company.
The yarn is phenomenal. As a maker, we love it. But I do encourage you to go to Mayak's got their own YouTube channel you can catch up on some things. But if you go to their website and read about this is a endeavor from the nomads in Tibet that care for the yaks. This is a group collective thing that they do, make the yarn, and it goes back and supports that community of nomads.
So passionate. It's 100%
It's really
traceable.
special. It's
and
very special.
They purchase the wool directly from nomadic Tibetan herders.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It is amazing.
They have boots on the ground.
We actually, on this channel, during COVID, we were doing lots of Zoom interviews with people. And we did have Paula from Mayak come and do a chat with us. So you can go back in our 2020 videos and catch that conversation. And it is phenomenal. You'll hear the whole Mayak story and what they're all about. And I don't know that, I mean, it's a really special thing what's going on with that company. So it's sort of the Italian sensibilities for luxury yarn and this support and collective of this very tiny community, right? That means a lot.
And they're building factories there to help and to
The dairy
factory,
so the yak milk,
and employ these Tibetan people. Like they're committed to this this culture of people. Is that the right word, culture?
I think so, because the whole thing is about keeping the nomads in their way out of the city area that they choose to live in and have their life. But how do you make money when you're not close to people and civilization? And so this is how it's being done. Yeah. So it is pretty special. So and I know we're not getting it all right, but that is what you're supporting when you do go buy this yarn. So anyway, it's fascinating.
Anyway, I just couldn't help not share because it's not new to me, but it's new to me working with it.
Yeah, I've never knit a garment in it.
You guys, incredible. It was so much fun to knit a swatch.
And you could just get one, like these are, like you said, a 50-gram skein, Sophie scarf.
Yes, plenty.
Right? It would be just perfect for something like that if you wanted to try it.
In fact, I'm doing this by weight. So it was 54 grams for the skein. So once I get halfway-ish, I will start decreasing.
Great.
So utilize every little bit.
Great. Okay, Jodi, I love the update.
Okay, good.
Okay, we have, like, it used to be all sock talk. Now we're going to have, like, swatch talk. Because we're both big into swatching these days.
Did you bring a swatch? Or no, not particularly.
Okay, so I cast off my hat. I bound off my mittens. And yes, I'm in the middle of a garment, but I thought the urge, like I was like, oh, well, this is not enough. I need to do something else. And I'm on a major rampage to knit warm weather items. Things for summer. So,
you know what's funny though, you guys? Had I cast on when I started talking about the vest, I'd be on to vest number fucking 2.
But this is the one that's going to take a while because now you're going to get it.
Oh my God.
Like you'll get the fabric and now you'll just start putting colors together. You won't even have to swatch, right?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Who remembers the Cedar Pullover? This is a gorgeous pattern. And I knit one years ago. It was a surprise birthday design by Joji Locatelli for Miss Jodi. And so in the background, Joji's designing and I'm knitting. So I've knit this before as a surprise for Jodi's birthday. And I've always said to myself, I want one so badly. So today's the day.
It's spectacular.
It is beautiful. It was designed in Shibui Reed, which sadly I don't believe is around anymore.
Because that's the other half. The half is the amazing pattern.
Yeah.
But equally the other half is the yarn you
Listen,
chose.
if you have this yarn in your stash,
use it.
Which I do. Shibui was so generous. They gave me a sweater quantity for you and a sweater quantity to knit for myself. So
6 years ago.
I'm going to have to do that. But the pattern is a round yoke linen top.
Okay.
And it's got these textured rows. And then at the end, this is a very simple lace. And it just...
Oh, I wish I would have worn it today.
It's so
People
lovely.
Seen it.
I cast on using a yarn that I used last summer. So I knit a t-shirt in Antigone. Again, magenta. This is literally like it matches
You're
all
having
of
a moment.
I'm having a magenta moment. This is an organic linen by Dreamstate Natura. So it's French organic linen. This does feel, bless you. This does feel like ropey to knit with. This is not the same, but it washes just like real linen washes so soft and so beautiful. So it's definitely a process knit for me that way, but I also don't mind knitting with it. I really don't.
It'd have to be pretty bad for me to mind knitting with anything.
And maybe that's because I know what's going to happen
except
later.
Except the unspun yarn.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a little bit more of a challenge. I want to love it
anyway.
So I did get gauge with this yarn and started. Oh, shut up! Right? This is so pretty.
That's such a good color for you. Wow.
So this is they call it a sport weight linen, And definitely blocking is your friend with this kind of yarn, so it doesn't, the color is called Dragon Fruit. I got this
Beautiful.
from the online shop. Wet Coast Wools is a yarn shop in Vancouver, and they have lots of beautiful, like, non-superwash stuff.
Any base that Durham puts out is top notch.
I would love to just knit my way through them. Like, I really haven't used it much.
I have 2 garments. This is the 3rd one I'm feeling in this. This is incredible.
It's awesome. I love these little, you do rounds that are just like a twist, like a left. So it's like a 1/1 cable, but you're just knitting them out of order. You don't have to use a cable needle.
Yeah.
So it's a really simple, this was just, I cast this on Sunday. So it's growing
So
pretty
short
well.
sleeved or 3/4 sleeve? I love my 3/4 sleeve, but great as a short
Something
sleeve.
like that, but maybe no decreases.
Maybe right here sitting in your elbow.
And maybe no decreases.
Yeah.
It like the
Yeah.
sleeve is meant. I feel like I'm playing like yarn chicken. Like
How many of these do you have?
I have 4 of these, and
Oh,
it's
you'll be good.
literally half. It is exactly what the pattern says. So anyway.
But you're going to make the sleeve a touch shorter, maybe?
I'm doing my whole body, and then I'm going to measure how much yarn I have left, and if I need an emergency skein, I'm going to go back to Wet Coast Wools. When this yarn arrived, I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot how much I love it. I went back to Wet Coast Wools
Got a second.
because I have a peachy color from this yarn from last year as its own single skein. So I went back and I bought this color, which is called Abyss.
That's stunning. Like indigo.
So
Navy,
good,
indigo.
right?
Yeah.
So I kind of imagine it with dragon fruit, a t-shirt, a raglan t-shirt with little stripes of this and little stripes of the peach. I think it's going to be super cute.
Hold the phone. Is anyone following Hoki's journey right now? And she's been taunting us with her new sweater.
I
It's not
love-
out yet. It's being tested now. But let me show you guys.
It's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Look at this sweater that's going to be coming out.
I love the shoulders and I
Fingering
love the
weight.
neck.
That would be perfect.
It totally would. So anyway, I just love the yarn, and I'm really on this kick to knit more warm weather things. And that's that.
Okay, Odd Knit is here. She's lying in a bathtub from Kent.
Shut up, Lucky.
Lucky. Welcome.
Hi.
That's hilarious.
Okay, there's nothing like, to me, that's major pampering. Like, I'll take my Kindle, I'll have a face mask, I've got way too many bubbles. Like, you're just, this scent, and you're just, I love that.
I'm 2 hours in the bath. If I need to add hot water. 2 hours is not unusual for me to lay in the bath.
I love that. A pampering.
I have one of those color changing light bulbs that I change color.
Jody's
Did
got
it?
moods happening.
I've got 3 or 4 candles around the bathtub. I've got a teak thing
Yes.
across it, and I've got my iPad, and I've got my iced tea. You guys.
Jody, you're bold. My
Yeah.
Kindle's waterproof, the iPad, not.
Right.
But I do. I always have like a drink on the side.
Those are me. That is my pamper moment.
Get the headband on, the face mask on. Like, I love that. So yay for you. If I had annoying people yelling at me like this in the bath, I would turn them off. But I'm here for it. So anyway, linen garments coming up.
Yeah.
I hope I feel like I might need one more ball of this
Tracie,
dragon
don't do
fruit.
it until you get closer. I don't think you do. Let's all hedge bets. Who wants to say over? Who wants to say under?
I feel like it's going to be, and I'm right on gauge. I'm knitting right on gauge.
But okay, let me just say this. We know that there's built-in amounts.
There is a bit built in.
And plus, you could change, like that's going to be quite a bit of yarn if you go from a 3/4 sleeve to an elbow.
Right, but I don't plan on doing decreases either.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm the one that every time I panic and order more yarn, I don't need it.
We're all that way. Yeah, you are.
So I don't want to be that way, but I'll be honest, I feel like I'm short a ball to make stripes with this. Like, I feel like I'm going to use all this yarn for this garment.
Here's my thing. I think you should pick a totally different color to stripe with your navy.
But don't you think this would be so good with this?
I do.
Peach?
I absolutely do. But I think let's
The peach is beautiful.
Let's leave the magenta there.
Maybe I'll just do peach stripes.
Maybe peach. Wouldn't that be pretty?
Yeah, it's
Navy and
really
peach?
pretty. Yeah, I might just, because
And
I
then
definitely have
maybe
enough.
the magenta will fall into my cart.
Listen, can I also say Wet Coast Wools? They know how urgent this is.
Oh.
It's shipped like instantly,
Yes.
at my door instantly. They're out in Vancouver. We're in Alberta.
Yeah. Linda, no one returns yarn.
Return yarn. That's crazy talk. I will find a way to use it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just think it's beautiful. I don't know that this is for everybody, this yarn, because it is, like, it feels ropey.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any spring like wool.
Yeah.
But it is totally about the fabric that it's creating.
Yeah.
That's going on for me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Love it.
Yeah. Me too.
And especially linen, you guys. Linen is straw-like. Linen is a blend, can be super soft, but if you have more linen, it's very straw-like. It needs to be similar to like lemongrass. Like the more you use it and bang it, the softer it gets.
No, it's true. It's true. Washing this, and you can wash linen in your machine.
Yes.
Machine. Like, that is how great it is once you've knit
You
something
might want to
in it.
do an extra spin a few times just to soften that fiber.
Hohi's pattern is knit in Shibui Reed held double.
Yeah.
And I have never felt a linen like that Shibui Reed. It was soft and lovely right from the skein.
Yeah.
But this, just swatch and get gauge. I think you can get gauge with that Lena.
You guys, if you guys haven't,
You can for sure get it with that.
We've said it so many times. We love our cozy sweaters, and that's the first thing we think of when we think of like knitting and wool and cozy sweaters. I promise you, if you try just one summer knit in a summer fiber like linen or bamboo or I don't gravitate towards cotton, but a linen blend, bamboo blend, it's so beautiful to wear.
Yeah, Rebecca says she's thinking an alpine bloom in linen.
Yes,
Rebecca,
stunning.
I feel like yes. So the Lena was. I feel like I love budget and bougie. I love like makeup, yarn, whatever, budget and bougie. The Lena, I would say, is your budget by Sandnes Garn.
Yeah,
and this is a little bit bougier.
Yeah,
on price point, but it's also 3 times the yardage on one of these. So I really haven't done the math for that. Also, they feel differently, but I think you can get gauge with both, and I love them both equally. I'm also, this is my latest Hohi
I
&
haven't
Co.
seen that.
Jodi.
It's
So this is a new
beautiful.
design Hohi & Co. came out with called the Trellis Bucket Bag.
That's beautiful.
I just thought it was awesome. I love it. It's soft. For people that love the Pampa bucket, but it's bigger. I think it's a little bit bigger than the Pampa bucket.
I think it looks
I think it's a little
bigger.
bit bigger than the Pampa bucket.
Oh, I love it.
Gorgeous leather. It came in like a beautiful warm brown, which is always my go-to. Like, I'm shocked I didn't buy the brown.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
But the black is stunning too, and I love all of these little
So this is
rivets.
what, the dark brown?
No, this is black.
Oh, black, yeah.
Yeah, but they had that warm tobacco color brown. And I always gravitate to that warm brown, but it was black. It was black. Let me tell you, I love this.
Someone was asking.
I would love a hot pink one.
Oh, did they have hot
Magenta? No, but maybe one day.
Someone was asking about our weather. We can get high 20s, low 30s, mid 30s if it's a hot summer.
For summer?
Yeah.
We had lots of mid-30s last year.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Mid to high 20s is kind of maybe our zone-ish.
Yeah. We'll definitely hit 30 degrees every summer.
But I had never had a summer garment, you guys, until I was knit one and given one. Both of my short sleeve merino sweater. Amazing.
And the Tanis V-neck.
Yes.
That's a good one too, Joe.
Yeah.
If it's still around.
Okay, you said something about makeup, you guys. My latest, and I showed you guys the cream blush from House Lab. This is from Sephora. Their mascara.
Oh, really?
Amazing. But you can look at the brush. It's one of those fluffy ones. I don't like those ones that are like those low piled non-fuzzy brushes. This, you guys, this mascara is so nice.
Good.
Buildable. It adds length, but it's like lashes are individually coated. It's not clumpy.
Have you ever used that Thrive tubing mascara. That's all I use. It's amazing.
Okay.
Very amazing too. And mascara, like if it was like desert island for me, if I was allowed moisturizer plus one beauty product, I would probably pick mascara. But it's different because I feel like mascara works differently on people, on different people.
Well, some lashes that are very straight won't I never curl my lashes. Do you?
No.
Yeah, it's all
I'm
gotta
lazy
be
that way.
But for someone who has tried a ton of mascara, I
Same.
don't have poker straight lashes. This is a beautiful mascara.
Okay, good.
House Labs.
Listen,
Beautiful mascara.
I'm there for it.
Yeah.
I also love L'Oreal Voluminous with you get the primer and then you get the.
You can't go wrong with any L'Oreal.
Listen, that's phenomenal.
That's my desert island. L'Oreal, OG.
Okay, so that's bougie. Here's something that's budget that I loved, you guys. I think this is new. Well, it says new right on it. It's Revlon. They call it Shine. I think the package said something about hyaluronic acid.
I'm loving all these new lip glosses.
Then I heard that this is a dupe for some Yves Saint Laurent lip thing.
I love that these.
So this comes in lots of colors. I got the pale pink.
You guys, these products that are these companies, they're coming out with affordable dupes to these luxury items.
Yeah.
I love. And they've been 10 out of 10. Anyone I've tried is amazing.
I would rather spend money on yarn than the bougie version of this. So I'm very happy for a budget substitute always.
Yeah, love that.
But I actually feel like it's really moisturizing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a lip glossy thing, but with hyaluronic acid, supposedly.
Amazing.
Supposedly. Okay, Jodi, that was it for my knitting. I'm trying to think what else I've got going on.
Sheep talk. Sheep talk. Okay, I've got some pictures. Do you want to swipe?
I almost bad, but
swipe
I can't
through.
do it.
But don't swipe left. Just kidding.
Don't set Jodi up on any dates.
Okay, so
OMG. Like
there's several pictures.
These must be shearing time.
The merino sheep.
Okay.
Now, some of you may think, well, we all know merino sheep, but you guys, I learned so many things when I learned about the merino.
I don't really know. I know I love the yarn made out of merino.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the breed is the merino sheep. They produce some of the softest and finest wool ever used in high-end clothing and yarn. The origins are originally from Spain, and then they were later introduced to France, Australia, New Zealand when they were... Actually, it's funny because Spain had put a law that you could not export merino sheep originally. They wanted to keep that breed just for themselves. And it was punishable if you were caught sneaking a merino out.
Wow.
Yeah. You can swipe because there's more. Their wool grows...
I'll wait for you to tell me what's... OMG.
No, it's just there's no...
Oh, there's just
some pictures.
Look at that.
So the merino sheep can look quite beige and quite dirty, but you guys, once it's washed, it is like white, beautiful.
And it looks really... Oh, it's really beautiful. Look at
They're
that
usually
face.
sheared once a year. It's a continually growing fiber, but it's sheared once a year. It's naturally breathable and it's moisture wicking. We've talked about how amazing that is, you guys. And that's one of the amazing qualities about merino wool. It's moisture wicking, temperature controlling, and odor resistant.
That's all wool. All wool is that.
All wool. Merino wool is biodegradable and renewable. We love that about it because you don't have to harm the animals, right? To be able to shear them.
It's interesting too because you think, oh, sheep are sheep. You can have any sheep in any environment, but you really can't. Like there's some that you need to have a drier environment, and some that they crossbred to be more, wet resistant, moisture resistant for stuff like that. Jodi, these guys are beautiful.
There are some subtypes, you guys, and different merino sheep have been bred, and there's also some other ones that are now called Pepin, Saxton, and some South... I know. Look at the hair there, the wool there. And some South African merino, which are variations, have some variations in the wool.
From the original?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, that's so interesting.
Merino wool is naturally crimped, giving it excellent elasticity and resilience, which helps garment maintain their shapes. Okay, micron count. Not everyone knows this, you guys.
Okay.
The lower the micron number, the softer the wool. And extra fine merino has a low micron. So merino wool is classified by its fiber diameter. It's measured in microns. Ultra fine merino can be low as 12 to 15 microns. When we talk about wool, when we hear about like 18 to 21 microns, that's super soft. I can't imagine.
So that's like taking one hair off your head and measuring
the width.
The width of that. That's what they're doing with the fleece.
And just for reference, a human hair is about 50 to 100, can range from 50 to 100 microns.
Wow.
This ultra fine is 12 to 15.
Wow.
Okay, it has lanolin. You guys, that beautiful lanolin that occurs naturally. It's that oily kind of coating that's on that we kind of wash some of it away during the process.
Yeah. It's a fatty.
It's water repellent, right? That's what makes these so amazing. The odor is hypoallergenic.
Wool is?
Yeah.
In general? Okay.
Yeah, making it mostly ideal for a lot of skin. Not everyone, right? Crossbreeds. Merino has been crossbred a lot with, and has led to variations like Polworth and Corriedale.
Yeah. And Rambouillet.
Rambouillet,
I think,
was one I read early on that was one of the first.
Like they call it the French merino.
Yes.
Everybody loves merino because it's so soft.
Yeah. And
right?
France was one of the first countries to be getting this from Spain and breeding them. Rambouillet was one of the first crossbreeds to come out of.
We actually have a huge Rambouillet farm or community in southern Alberta here.
Yeah.
Huge.
And then it also, unlike synthetic fibers, merino wool is biodegradable. We know that with natural fibers, that it breaks down without harming the environment.
So good.
This is so funny on ChatGPT. I asked it to create a photo with 2 sheep wearing sunglasses and sweaters.
That's adorable.
2 merino sheep, and that's what my
Is that us as sheep?
AI.
I'm loving it.
AI came up with that. And then I wanted different sunglasses. I didn't want sunglasses. I wanted regular glasses. So,
OMG.
So
that's
here we are
so
again.
Freaking cute. Okay.
With this.
Well,
so it was interesting. Like we knew a lot about the properties of merino wool, but it was kind of like I wanted to expand my knowledge about this wool that most of us are using on a daily basis.
I love it.
And it originated in Spain, and it was funny how they're like, no one can have the merino wool because it's so amazing, and you're going to be jailed if anyone's caught selling
and yet
them.
all over the world there's other breeds
Right.
that were indigenous to those areas, so it's very interesting. I did not know they originated in Spain.
Yes.
It's certainly one of the most widely knit, I think, breeds.
Well, that's kind of one where I wanted to start. They also have,
but not everywhere.
They come in a bit different colors. They come in white and then off-white. There's also rare black.
Oh, interesting.
And brown and gray, but we don't see those as much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Jode, I love it. Great job, Sheep Talk.
First Sheep Talk.
Wannabe shepherds, shepherdesses. I love it. I can't imagine my life without wool.
Think of all the trivia.
Truly.
Yes.
Truly. I can't.
Think of all the trivia questions you can now answer.
Right.
Spain, just in the 18...
The sheep in Spain graze mainly on the plain. Haha, Margaret, you're so good for them. Who doesn't want to be on the plains in Spain?
I enjoyed
digging into it.
Digging into it.
You liked your homework? I love that.
I like my homework.
Okay, yes, we are going to try and do a sheep talk every time. So it sounds like it's my turn. Yay.
Love it.
I'm excited. It is something that you end up learning about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I want to try and find a sheep no one's heard about. But you know what? Then I thought, I'm going to start with the one that everyone knows and loves that we probably are going to learn something about.
And I think, do we all know that merino came from Spain? I didn't.
No.
So that alone is like, and that they valued it so highly that they did not want to export it and it was punishable.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. Good. So do you remember last time we shared the color club from Everly Yarn, Jana out in Vancouver?
Yes.
She sent they looked like these and it was her color club, and she's a botanical dyer.
For stitching.
For knitting, embroidery, like whatever
Perfect.
you want to do with it is up to you. But she's also a big weaver. So she makes looms that you can just go buy the loom. And she makes a mini loom. So this is literally like you can put it in your tote bag and weave on the go. Like you take your knitting places, you can take this with you and it's really not that big.
You guys, weaving is the most fun.
It's incredible fun. So I bought the mini loom kit. I think this is one's made of maple. And it comes with a selection of the yarn and your weaving tools.
Instructions how to do the warp.
And a QR code. This is an enrollment into her online weaving course.
You guys, if anyone wants to take a photo on
No.
Why?
Because it's something I think you have to buy.
Well, can they not scan it and go buy their own?
No, this is like a part of when you buy the loom, I think.
Oh, don't do that. Sorry, I thought
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
If you want to take here's the thing. Jana has a bunch of free weaving videos up on her website.
Perfect. So because you bought this, you will get this class for free.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
So that's part of that.
Yeah.
But you can already access a bunch of her free, like how to warp your loom and how to do some weaving and how to take your stuff off your loom. But there's an actual class that you can purchase where it's like way more deep dive into techniques and knots and things like that. I just thought it was really cool.
Fun.
Yes. And then you can, of course you can use your stash. That's what's so great about it.
Who doesn't have a million scraps?
Right. But Jana was very sweet, and she sent some little yarns for me that she thought I might love to put in my weaving. And she was totally right. So, but I just love this little mini loom. I thought it was such a good idea.
I was just going to try and pull her up on Instagram.
Especially if you're like, am I a weaver? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, or a cute little gift for like a crafty person. And these looms are handmade. I believe these are made by her dad or her. Anyway, the quality's phenomenal.
She's a beautiful maker.
Yes. And weaving really is such a good adjacent craft to knitting or crochet. We've already got the yarn.
We do.
Like you don't even have to buy yarn. You can just get this little loom. And this is, you can weave little mug rugs or there's, bookmarks, whatever you want to do on these little ones. And maybe you've got the bug and you end up wanting a bigger loom. But I thought this mini one was such a good idea.
It's so funny. The 2 times we've taken a weaving class, we go back and buy everything you need to do it again.
When was the last time you wove?
Never.
But it is so much fun. And I actually thought I thought Georgia might like this. Georgia's big into bedazzling right now, not weaving. So we'll see what happens. But I bought it for me.
Yeah.
If she likes it, great. But I did buy it for me.
So fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
And of course it came so speedy because she's in the Vancouver area and it was phenomenal.
So I want to show you guys 3 of the other colorways that I had gotten from the yarn jar that I didn't get last time.
Oh, stop it.
This is called Summer Love.
Whoa.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, that's insane.
Summer
I
Love.
love it.
This one, I love this one. It's called Girl Crush.
That's super pretty.
Right? The orange, the
Yes.
natural, but then those different pinks.
Yes.
And I got them all on DK. It's dyed to order, so you get to order whatever base you want.
That's terrific.
And this I ordered 2 of. This is going to be for Shane too. It's navy, yellow, gray, and natural.
That's really nice. Is that DK also?
This is DK also.
Yeah.
It's called
So
Scholarly.
that one's got thinner stripes.
This one's got
You
thinner
can
stripe.
tell. Yeah. Okay, I love it.
And she's got examples of it all knit up, you guys. So if you wanted to know exactly what it looks like. But
That's helpful. This sort of bright aqua and all these bright colors and then that navy, I love.
Okay.
Wow.
Hang on just a minute. I want to show you guys.
This reminds me of Scooby-Doo. This reminds me of like Volkswagen vans. I don't know why. Oh, and it's got this dark purple. Warm, citrusy. I feel like this is like margaritas and beach umbrellas.
Got different.
That's awesome.
That's this.
Oh, I love that.
Right?
Yes, I love that.
Okay, let me just show you that other one.
I really love it when self-striping dyers do something that's a twist on typical stripes.
Look at that one.
Yeah, so cool.
See?
That's got to be so much work.
I don't know that. Oh, this, you guys. Do you guys remember?
Oh, that's pretty. You had that one.
Cactus flower. It's one of my also. I think I might have to go back and order this in DK.
It's beautiful.
It's so good. I don't see the other one, but look at her rainbow.
Oh, yeah. That's a good rainbow.
And she's got some Christmas colors for pre-order. Oh, this is it. Right? Girl Crush.
Oh, cute.
Isn't that good? And if you guys notice, it's not just the 4 colors just repeating itself. You can see there's like the same pink, red, same pink. Like it's just, I love how it's just different.
Yes. And the white is very sporadic.
It's not just, I don't see the other one. But you can imagine they're amazing.
Oh, I feel like if you just love the colors, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
Knit up. That is really, really fun. Okay, something fun that came our way, and I did not know, so I'm so thrilled that they reached out. The Woolenton Yarn Club is over in the UK.
Thank you.
Let me show you what they are
That's a
on
cute
Instagram. Woolenton Yarn Club. Are you kidding me?
That's funny.
Right there. And what she's doing is getting a mystery yarn dyer. And these are groupings of 10 10-gram minis. So these are like the perfect thing to add to your stash. You don't know what the dyer is. And you get a really amazing collection. They're all wound for you. They are wrapped. This is actually beehive yarns on her sock base. And
Nice.
I think this is really, really fun. And you get it in a cute little cotton bag for storing or making a
speckles.
project. You know, maybe you want to do an advent project, or you didn't get an advent cal. I just think these are fun. So this is a way to experience a new to you dyer, possibly, but 10 of their colors at once.
Wow.
So
Reminds me of row 1 yarn.
exactly like I love
Highlighting small makers.
exactly, and it's over in the UK. So maybe someone that it just didn't make sense for them, you know, financially to order from the States. I bet you're in the UK. I don't know if you knew that this was out there. So I love that this
Had the
is
cute little bag.
super cute. So thank you so much. I mean, I just think at the very least, guys, go follow them on Instagram and give them some visibility. I think this is a fairly new business, and show them some love. And of course, the possibilities are endless. This is like getting a box of yarn crayons. You can do whatever you want. Add it to your mini stash, or that. I still one day want to do a scrappy sweater where
Yes.
it's like super scrappy, like
Love.
mini skein version.
Love, love,
And
love.
these colors are beautiful. Wow, look at that. And they're all hand wound and labeled
to
for
go,
you.
you guys.
So it's not even like you get rando minis that later you don't know what they are. They're completely labeled.
That
The
is so
base,
much work.
the color, the dyer. Yes, tons of work. And it's a beautiful mix of speckles and semi-solids. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Ice Cream Sundae by Beehive Yarns. So thank you for this surprise. We're going to make sure these go out in a maybe a sock bash prize. I feel like a sock knitter would love to do a scrappy set of socks in this. And it's
I think
100
that's so
grams.
fun. Well, we were just talking about weaving. Or these little
Exactly.
little
You can
projects.
do so much with it.
Yeah. Heels and toes.
Minis are irresistible, and this is just such a beautiful way to do it. And support a small business. Support this dyer that said, yes, I'll be in your mystery club. So it is exciting. And, you know, Row 1 Yarns here does that too.
Yeah, I love
which
that.
was an awesome, awesome business as
Okay,
well.
should we talk Dickies?
Who, is that even a question? That's rhetorical, right? We always want to talk
Kate
Dickies.
Davies came out with a brand new one, but what's stunning about this
Okay,
is the
that's beautiful.
texture. Just came out this week. Texture. It's called this Sprung Rhythm.
I am here for the Dickie craze. I'm here for it.
DK weight. It's so beautiful. It's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful, it's ribbed texture on the front, you guys, but from the shoulders up, it's got this stunning, beautiful crisscross patterning. I just think this is so beautiful.
It is a very
beautiful.
elegant texture.
DK yarn, you guys. So that can be straight DK,
Fingering and mohair.
fingering and mohair, or fingering and or any fluff.
So,
oh, it's so beautiful.
and it's really got a nice length of the front and back. I'm shocked how cozy this little thing is. It makes such a difference tucking it into your coat.
This is stunning.
Wow, that's really beautiful.
This is just stunning.
I love a textured that looks like those twisted stitches, you know, like mini cable. Maybe it's more than that. Oh, look how long the...
Peekaboo. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, that is super, super
with a double
beautiful.
a folded brim here. Folded. Oh, it's so beautiful. Kate, beautiful.
Jodi, I love that one. I could see myself making totally making another one.
Totally.
I am so surprised how much I wear my coffee wren collar. Okay. So Amanda, sweet skein of mine, is a Canadian dyer. She's all the way out in New Brunswick. I don't know that I've ever ordered her yarn. I do think she's sent yarn over the years, but she has a YouTube channel and she does Vlogmas and she does all kinds of fun boxes, like a bunny box that's sort of like a little yarn box that's for knitters, and gallon, like she does what's the Valentine's version of Vlogmas? Like they do the first 14 days of, she's always doing stuff like that and creating these boxes.
Okay.
Anyway, she's also a mega pink lover. And I just saw this color. It's called Tickled Pink. It's on her sock base, which is an 80/20 superwash merino nylon, a really great sock base. She's very sweet.
It's beautiful.
She's very sweet. She also, I'm still here for the slub, you guys. Is this still happening?
Okay, you know what? One slub as one of your scarfettes for your little neck.
Yes. I really love slub. I really haven't knit with it yet, but I think this is her rhubarb color, which is kind of a corally pink. I thought
that's
it was
stunning.
Isn't
I
it
just
beautiful?
think the texture of slub knit into an item is stunning.
Because it is a single ply merino, right? And then the way they ply it, these little blobby things. It's beautiful. I love it.
And the kinky texture, it's beautiful.
And Amanda sent an extra skein of Tickled Pink for somebody, you know, one of our winners. She's so sweet. She sent tea and a sucker. And anyway, I don't even think we've never run into her anywhere. She's just very, very sweet. So she's on YouTube. She's a great Canadian dyer. She's a very nice girl. So anyway, thank you for that extra skein.
Okay, you guys, another new pattern that came out that is spectacular.
That's really pretty.
It's called the Flora Fetty, and it's a vest. It's DK weight.
Do you add those? You embroider those? Oh, it's my favorite Lazy Daisy stitch. It's like the only embroidery I know.
Okay, so
I love that.
Let me just show you guys. It's not easy with all this funfetti, but it's a slip-over vest. And I'm going to show you another photo, but it's just connected by a band under, like along the side, like a short,
so it's knit flat like a dickie.
A narrow band. Yeah, it's a dickie that's turned into a vest.
It's a dickie XL. You
can see it a little bit better there. It's just
cute.
Isn't that cute? But also, you guys, look, she's embroidered. This is a DK weight garment. I think that the possibilities are endless.
I love the tone on tone that your Lazy Daisies are the same color as your yarn.
Flora Fetty by Juliette Piquant.
Beautiful.
Yeah, love that.
That is very fun.
That just came out too.
Also, super great little transitional.
Totally, you guys, with a t-shirt underneath.
Oh, this was in Making Stories magazine.
Oh, hang on.
Okay, that's great.
Sorry, you have to buy the Making magazine issue.
But that's
13.
okay.
We don't even have it. But if you're looking for this pattern,
that's where it is.
The new Making issues, issue 13. Great pattern.
Okay, good.
Great pattern.
I love when there's a reason for people to buy entire magazines and support that. So
me too.
Good.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
I just have a couple more things to talk about. Okay, you guys.
Oh.
So
This is awesome.
Thread and Maple did this collab with, there was a pattern
Our
that went
dear
with it
friend
too.
Gay. I will get the pattern for you. It's from Tiff Nealon.
I got the pattern already. It happened when you checked out. But the collaboration was with Gigi, Gay Glaspie, with this orange on the go, right? You guys, we are forever talking
Listen.
about this on the go.
If you have not yet gotten it on the go, I'm not kidding you when I say it is my all-time favorite notion in crafting. I think it's phenomenal and so versatile. The pattern that so this bundle is Thread and Maple on the go. It's Lamb and Kid yarn. It's in orange for Gay because we all know Gay's color. And it has the Journey scarf by Tiff Nealon. So you get this awesome fuzzy, this is Big Birdie is an Aran weight Surrey alpaca yarn that is a dream
Stunning.
to knit with. So at the end of the day, you end up with this adorable Journey scarf knit in Gigi orange, and you get the awesome on the go. And what I love about this on the go is that it's a cork one.
It's vegan. You guys, this is nice.
I love cork stuff.
So it comes with stitch markers in the back zipper, loaded, your embroidery scissors, and 2 needles.
Yeah.
Let me show you what I do. I take out one of the needles. You don't have to, but I've added a cable needle.
Yeah.
And I snipped, all because of Tracie's suggestion, I snipped off a tape measure and I rolled up about 12 inches in there.
Also, in the back pocket of mine, I tuck a little stitch, those little stitch fixers that have the little crochet hook. You just tuck it in there and it stays. Let me tell you, this little thing that fits in the palm of your hand, it's like almost like a whole notions bag. Like you've got tons of stitch markers, your scissors and darning needles to weave in ends, and a stitch fixer and a cable needle.
Yeah.
And then a piece of it's just phenomenal. I can't say enough about it.
Love it.
Over the years, I have bought many.
Grocery Girls, this is our version. I think we have the blue like this, and then we have reverse where it's pink on the outside and blue on the inside.
How lucky. This literally is something we fell in love with, and we have our own, but I love the special collabs.
I love this collab, you guys.
I super love the orange.
10% of every kit went to Gay's charity of choice, which was...
Yes, it is a very, very special one, and it is the... Mission Blue Skies, which is in the U.S.
Yeah.
And it supports U.S. veterans battling cancer. And this is in honor of Adela Colvin, who we all know as Lola Bean Yarn Co., her mom.
So
it's very special. It's very personal.
Yeah. They're feeding veterans in hospitals, getting treatment.
Taking
hot
care.
meals. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that speaks to you, you can either go to the Lemon Kid or Thread and Maple and see if they've got any left. It's been a few days. They may not have any left. But
I ordered right away.
But
love.
It's such a great thing all the way around
to
support all of those people. And I just couldn't love it anymore.
I agree.
Big Birdie is phenomenal. Anyway, all of it.
Big Birdie.
So thank you to everybody that dreamt that up. For us,
love it.
Knitters, makers.
Okay, I have one more thing, you guys. I just have to get the information. I ordered from Les Garçons. I was enamored by their Spincycle, and they had put out a kit. It's called the Grid Gambit.
Oh yeah, that's a great pattern.
Would you mind pulling it up?
Yeah, Samantha Guerin.
Yeah.
It
was a kit they put together. Now, let me start by showing you this. We talked about it before, and I think it's stunning because this is kind of my wheelhouse, the teals and the blues and stuff. This is called Je ne sais quoi. And this is the Spincycle and Les Garçons collaboration color. Lots of greens and teals, and there's gray, and there's a little bit of taupe and brown, the way it shifts and changes.
So here's the Grid Gambit. It's a slip stitch cowl that you knit flat and then seam up at the back. So it's got typically a solid color and then some kind of color changing, or maybe you want to use mini skeins or variegated.
I really want this item.
But
I think
that's what it looks like.
Beautiful.
Jodi, it would be the best travel project.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is mosaic knitting. I'm 99% sure it is a slip stitch pattern. I love the bandana shape. It's so easy to wear.
So it came in a kit. You had choices of your main color. This is Le Garçon's color. It's called Lorianne's Sage Advice, and it's kind of like the lightest, grayest, barely there sage color. And it is a DK base. It is a British wool DK base to go with it. So
that'll be lovely.
Oh, don't you think you'd love that? Jeans and a white t-shirt. That's what I'm picturing. And then
this. I do. I'm surprised by your color choice.
Are you?
Yes. When was the last time you knit green?
It's green, but I don't know.
I love it.
I love it.
I think it would be. Yeah, I love that, Jodi. I think they would be even pretty with a pale blushy pink or pale,
like a high contrast
creamy color.
Look at this,
like a creamy natural
forest. And then there's the gray, but then the colors in between that it fades to.
I think that's going to be a low contrast.
Lower, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's beautiful, Jodi. And I love a woolly wool.
Max sent along 3...
Ooh, that's pretty.
Skeins of yarn. Feel that. It's a brand new base that they have. And...
Jonathan and Lorianne.
I've included a little yarny gift for you and Tracie. Our new merino yarn that we're absolutely in love with. See you in Montreal.
It's not merino. This says BFL and Massam wool.
Oh, sorry, not merino.
Marled. Our new marled.
I
okay, good.
Marled.
Okay, he drew a cartoon. Yay, that's so
Isn't
cute.
that cute? Thank you, Max and Vincent. We so appreciate this. But I just wanted to show this because you guys, this is that bouncy BFL Massam.
And I do love a marled, and it's.
Don't you love a marled?
Yes, I love this yarn blend.
This one is very low contrast, you guys, with a dark, like a cappuccino color with like a brownish walnut.
I actually love when these marled ones knit up.
Beautiful.
Like Brooklyn Tweed has a few of those marled ones. I am a giant fan of the fabric.
The garments?
Of a marled yarn. It's very speckly, kind of like the static in the old days on the TV when you turn the channel, it's all staticky. Like, that's what it reminds me of, but in a yarny kind of way.
Good.
This is going to be
stunning.
Really lovely.
Don't you think?
Yes, all of them. Yeah.
So thank you. We appreciate it. We love the yarn that we got, and we think these bases are so beautiful.
Yeah. Lovely wool.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that's what brought me to this, because Max is
really pretty.
Such a stunning designer, and he came up with a brand new cowl. And we've always said that we think Max's designing is like others.
I think I could pick it out of a lineup. I think if somebody put, 5 or 10 patterns up, I would be able to. I just think I love it, and it's very beautiful. I think he's carved out a lane for him. Like, I feel like he's got a beautiful style. Yeah.
It's knit in their British DK wool, but look at this cowl. Look at
which is the solid colors of this base.
Yeah. Look at the pattern, you guys. And then it's seamed, I believe, together. I'm not exactly sure.
And I love that the seam, you're not trying to hide the seam. Like, he's done an I-cord.
You're highlighting.
3 needle bind off.
Yes.
So, like, here's the seam, and it's a feature of the cowl. I love that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful designer.
Styling and color sense and design I just think
he loves seems to love like a geometric graphic. And of course his yoked sweaters. I still always wanted to knit one of the
one. Okay, I got to show you this, you guys.
Tracie, the rose one.
Isn't it Once in Floral?
Yes, I love that one.
Just a minute. I got to show you this because I had just re-looked at this because of Jackie. Remember Jackie at Rhinebeck had knit.
I do actually, yes.
And her version, I think this is one of his.
She ended up doing like a full body. It might even be on the next page because it was one of his early designs.
There.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's his second only pattern, but I want to show you Jackie's version too. This is his second design ever.
I love it.
It's called Once and Floral.
It was in honor of Schitt's Creek, David Rose, the Rose. That's where that comes from.
Let me show you a couple of versions that are in the projects, but it is knit with fingering, weight.
It is?
It is.
Well, no wonder I haven't knit it then.
No, I'm tempted.
What's the gauge? Oh, yeah, Jackie's is pretty.
You.
She's got a very talented eye for color.
She's also added the knit blips for all of her color work.
I like that.
You guys, this in person is stunning.
Yes.
Stunning.
Yeah,
and ever since I knew the pattern was amazing. I'm going to tell you the gauge. I knew the pattern was amazing, but once I saw Jackie's styling, 26 inches. It's a 3.5 millimeter needle.
So I just did a swatch on a 3.75 with a fingering weight yarn, and it was 24 stitches. So I would consider that close enough and just pick a size. And
me too. Look at all these stunning.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful. I love it.
Right?
That looks great.
So this is very.
Oh, look at the hot pink, magenta.
It's very, very high in my queue. This just reignited. Look at this. She did a little cropped version.
And I love that kind of vintage vibe with the color choice that she's got there.
Ease. Anyway.
They're all beautiful.
Oh,
honestly, all of them are beautiful.
Yeah. So, beautiful things are happening.
Oh my goodness. Very exciting. Very, very exciting.
That's kind of it, I think.
I think that's it for me, Jo. Like, honestly, I've done a lot of knitting that I can't share. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we're working on something
project,
that is
right?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, it's still secret, but it will be out there.
Yeah.
At some point. But that took a lot of time. Mm-hmm. So that's probably also why I cast on a new thing, because I was like, I just felt like the urge to be creative in another way.
Oh,
so
have you heard of yak cheese as a dog bone?
What?
So I've got 2 giant dogs. I have a black lab
like
and a
yak
German
milk
Shepherd.
cheese?
Yak milk cheese. Tracy, that shit's hard as a rock. It said dogs will not be able to get through it. And I'm like, 5 minutes, I promise.
Thinking cheese is like what is this?
No. It's yak cheese.
If something's that hard and it's supposed to be edible, I don't know.
I thought to myself, okay, I will buy. And my dogs are chewing and chewing and
yak
chewing.
cheese as a dog bone. Okay. They are?
Yes.
And you've got giant like German
and
Shepherd.
not destroying it.
My dog hated it, someone said.
You can get different sizes.
Let's see what this is.
Yak cheese.
Yak cheese dog chow. Oh, chew.
You can get different sizes.
Okay.
And it's literally yak cheese, you guys.
Wow.
But it's hard. It wears off.
Like fossilized.
But
yak
it's been
cheese?
days and my dogs still have it. And
wow.
Yes.
That is pretty impressive. Like when you have a big dog and you kind of go through that stuff pretty quickly.
Well, a pig ear is gone in 30 seconds.
Oh, really? Any diarrhea?
Well, she's shitting all over the place. She loves the yak cheese. It's leaking out of her butt. But she loves
other than the anal leakage, it's no big deal. What was that? What were those chips? And it said on the back.
Oh, I know. They were baked. Remember the baked chips?
Yeah, they were like the almost 0 calories, and it was like there was no drawbacks except for the leakage.
Okay. Why do I have Knit for Food on here? Is that going on right now?
Yes, you can donate to Knit for Food right now. The knit-a-thon happens in April, but you can go check out Knit for Food. There's a whole team thing happening. You can make a donation.
More. Okay, we
can talk about it next time.
Yeah.
Well, we don't even know when the next time is because Jodi's got a holiday. We're going to Kansas City, which is going to be great. And then you come home and dump out your suitcase and throw all your summer things in it.
The next time we were supposed to be back is Thursday the 20th. We will see you the following week on Thursday the 27th.
Perfect.
If all goes well. So we'll plan for Thursday, March 27th. It's just missing 1 week.
Yeah.
I'm packing for 2 trips. I understand the privilege of that, and I understand that I'm really lucky.
Well, one's work and one's a family holiday.
One
They're
is
not
work,
the same.
and then we do this family holiday every couple of years. So it sounds obnoxious, but I look forward to this for 2 years.
Oh,
where you could just unplug.
Jode, it's
No.
not the same thing. We are very, very
Yes.
fortunate to travel for work, but it is work.
Yeah.
But it's fun work, so it's really amazing. But yeah, it's vacations are different.
I want to show you a book recommendation that came from our favorite Florida sisters, Trish and Robin. It's called Home is Where the Bodies Are.
It was good.
Geneva Rose, I've read her before, you guys. She's like a thriller, kind of a mystery whodunit. There's
a good
always
mystery.
a murder. It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. So our sister book club, I am ready for the next pick. It was just so funny because we were chatting in Canmore about all the books we liked, and they were like, oh, I love those too. And we all love the same. So now we've got a book club. So I love that.
Oh my God, this is going to be our new one. Lisa Unger has a brand new book.
Yes, she does.
Have you read it?
No, it came out last week.
Okay, I'm going to suggest this. Close your eyes and count to 10. You guys, she's also like a thriller, mystery, whodunit, kind of like solve it. You guys, that looks good. I'm going to suggest this.
I love a good thriller. It's funny because I read them just before bed. Like I don't read during the day. I only read at bedtime. And when I can't sleep in the middle of the night, which is why I love my Kindle so much, but I feel like I'm going to throw my Kindle away and get a Kobo.
Why?
Because of
You had your...
Jeff Bezos and
yes.
Amazon and stuff like
yeah.
that. That was the thing this week that I thought to myself, really? I think I should just do this. It's crazy though. It's like when you buy Apple stuff and now your whole house is full of Apple. It's like I've got all this book library that's all like on my Kindle, on my Amazon.
So I'm not familiar with the...
So like Kobo, you'd have to buy
You
books
can't transfer
through
that file?
No.
Oh,
So I've got this gigantic library. But I am going to look into
Nona's
what it
recommending
means.
a Kobo.
Yeah, a lot of people love them.
So maybe you just move forward and any new books you get on a new Kobo.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, is Kobo the one from...
Indigo chapters, like you
Yeah.
can go, yeah. So I'm going
That's
to
the
look
one I
into
got
that
Jordan.
this
She
week.
loves it. You know what else she did? Oh, this is so good. I love it. I love when someone like finds like a laziness hack. She has a stand, like a gooseneck stand that goes under your mattress and it comes up and it holds your book and a click button.
Oh, I've seen that.
So
I've seen that thing. You can
just lay there and read and click.
you don't have to even turn the page. It's just like,
Isn't that good?
I saw that.
I love that.
Yes, I love it too. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's next on my list to
Yeah.
change that for myself.
Sounds
So.
good.
All
Okay.
right, it's 11:45. Time to maybe say goodbye.
Yeah.
Get some work happening.
We'll see you in 3 weeks. Thank you, Star. Thank you, BJ.
Thank you
We are
everybody. Thanks for coming and sharing your making time with us. We hope you're getting some peace and joy out of your making. Taking a little break from the real world. And
If you're having trouble like casting on, swatch something, you guys. Just
Totally.
have fun. Just knit a little swatch. It kind of might bring back kind of some interest in casting
we
on.
need to like flip the narrative because it's like you can knit a whole sweater and end up hating it, but the swatching will avoid that whole situation.
It's been getting me excited.
It does.
Like layering your yarns and figuring out gauge and
It's auditioning yarns.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I can totally see myself wearing that. I'm excited to see this garment now.
oh yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I'm going to be knitting away on my summer things, which I love. I would love to finish one of these in 3 weeks.
I'm casting on, so I'm taking this vest to Mexico. But I'm also having some work, so I'm going to have some fun. The work is fun stuff, but I'm going to have like a little bit of both. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I hope you guys are, and come join our knit alongs or make along. It is not a knit along. It always includes crochet. This summer thing also includes sewing, which I'm so jealous of the people that make awesome linen dresses.
Yes.
I want that so badly. I've just never found a shape that I love to wear that I feel good in. So, and who has the time? But I really want to.
I know.
I want to buy cool linen. And
Let's retire to a compound.
Totally.
Mom can do all the cooking.
Right. Or not. Maybe she could just, that's what.
Maybe Mom will like to start crocheting
Skip
or
the
knitting.
dishes is.
Listen, I am not traveling far enough that Skip will. I'm gonna have to rethink where I move to.
You're gonna be way out of the zone. No, they're gonna.
I might have to skip it to you and come pick it up.
There should be a drone service.
Yeah.
Right? Or it picks up your meal and then just drops it wherever in the country, out in the country.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Love you. Take care. Mwah.
See you in 3 weeks.